Hey, how you doing? This is Siji Hito here to bring you news and another live stream with two stories. It is currently 11:25 a.m. Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. So you can clearly see the information directly in front of you, and it goes as stated. I'll just read from the letter and then get directly into the story. Statement: Emergency overnight transfer of migrants from Floyd Bennett Field to James Madison High School. I've been informed that due to the incoming storm affecting New York City, around 2,000 migrants from Floyd Bennett Field will be transferred to James Madison High School this evening and will be occupying the gymnasium and auditorium overnight. This is both unacceptable and was entirely unforeseeable, as Floyd Bennett Field is vulnerable to all forms of increment weather conditions and is not a sustainable housing facility. This emergency move was accurately predicted by critics of the Floyd Bennett Field as the location to be used as a migrant shelter. Our public schools are meant to be places of learning and growth for our children and were never intended to be shelters or facilities for emergency housing. These are approximately 4,000 students who attend Madison High School. Their parents are rightfully concerned. Our constituents who live in the vicinity are concerned for their safety and well being. This will agitate local residents, dispute the entire school environment, and place tremendous burden on the families, students, school administrators, and staff. As an elected official representing the community, I demand a full stop to using our public schools as a shelter ever again. I urge my colleagues in government to join me in this effort. We will continue to monitor the situation and hold those responsible for this move accountable. So, as you can clearly see, you got the clip in front of you where you see the migrants. And this was just a portion of a longer clip that was about 3 minutes. And you can clearly see the migrants coming directly off of the bus, going directly into the school. And again, the kids were supposed to be going to school today, but obviously not, because the powers that be decided, hey, it's more important for the migrants to be able to have shelter and take up room elsewhere. So instead of your kids being able to go directly to school, they have to now do it from remote. Now, who's to say if any of these people there have bed bugs? How about that one? Did anybody think about that? Did anybody, try to check to see if anybody has, any type of extra passengers directly on them? Like I said, you don't know what anybody is bringing directly into that school. You know what the school was yesterday. You don't know what that school is right now. So you got people sleeping all over the gymnasium, touching on stuff, whatnot, or whatever. You got people sleeping all over the auditorium, don't know when people have taken showers, don't know the cleanliness. Again, you don't know if they have any type of bed bugs or anything like that. But yet, this is what is taking place. And this is what this is what the government is allowing. Just imagine that. And this is just New York, right? Just imagine this happens in your city. Just imagine in Texas. Just imagine in California, in Detroit, in Chicago, in Florida, right? Just imagine wherever you live. Just imagine they decide to drop off some migrants randomly in your neighborhood. Don't know who they are, don't know where they came from, don't know who they're associated with, right? They just randomly drop off these people into your neighborhood. And the moment in time that you thought that you were going to take your child to school, you can't take them to school because magically somebody else is occupying it. Do you realistically think that we would be able to go to somebody else's country and occupy their school because we need shelter? No. That would not be able to happen. They would make sure to set up whatever type of tents or what have you. Like I said, this is ridiculous. This is full-fledged ridiculous. You don't know what's going on in that gymnasium. You don't know what people are sitting up there doing. Like I said, anybody remember Katrina? Anybody remember when people were inside of that stadium and all of the types of stories that we were hearing about that people were doing? Exactly. You don't know what's happening in that school. You don't know what's happening in that gymnasium. You don't know anything. Not at all. Like I said, this is ridiculous. And this is what the government is allowing. The government is allowing stuff like this to take place. Your tax dollars at work. And what does the Biden administration have to do? Nothing. Are they going to say anything about this? Nope. Because what was the last story that I set up there and gave you some days ago, almost about a week? The Biden administration had a little thing with Abbott, and they were basically telling him like, hey, if you decide that you want to try to ship the migrants back, we're going to sit up there and take this to the Supreme Court. Just imagine that. The Biden administration threatening to take a United States citizen, somebody who is a part of government, to the Supreme Court over shipping back people who were never here. Ain't that something? They don't got no Social Security. They don't got no birth certificate. They're not paying no taxes. And you talking about you're going to sit up there and take this to the Supreme Court. Oh boy, let me tell you something. Let me just break this to a lot of people that might not really understand. If you ever want to see somebody who does not have a shot at winning an election, you are looking directly at it. That would be the Biden administration. You are looking at people cut themselves off at the knees at this moment in time. That is exactly what you are watching at this moment. And again, I'm going to call this an invasion because that's exactly what it is. Because if my black ass were to go to anybody else's country and there was a multitude of me and they were trying to find different places to shelter the multitudes of me, people would be calling that a mini invasion. They would say it's a problem, right? So this is a problem. Like I said, I don't know if people are really registering what is taking place, what is really going on all over this country with all of the things that are being placed directly in front of you. Certain things are distractions, other things are not. Again, this is why I sit up there and tell people, hey, try to, pay attention to the things that look way more important. Because sometimes they might put certain things directly out there to keep you distracted so that you don't pay attention to the important things. Right? What is up, Officer Haku? What is going on? So now we're going to go directly to the article. They said nearly 2,000 migrants being sheltered in a tent shelter in New York City are being transferred to a nearby high school, where the students will have to pivot to remote learning due to a disruption it is causing, sparking outrage from residents and local politicians. New York City Mayor Eric Adams' office has stated that it's moving 1,900 migrants from the tent shelter at Floyd Bennett Field for safety reasons due to an incoming storm and potential high winds. But it is controversially moving them to James Madison High School, which confirmed it was being used as a temporary overnight respite center and will be closed as the result on Wednesday, with students being forced to pivot to remote learning. And then they go back over what I just read to you from the powers that be. And they also stated that NYC Comptroller Brad Lander, a Democrat, stated that placing migrants at Floyd Bennett Field highlights the mismanagement and the waste of money and is all too present in City Hall's approach to shelter and service for asylum seekers. The New York Post reported how the move has infuriated parents of students at the school, with one woman screaming at the buses as they arrive. How does it feel that you kicked all of these kids out of school tomorrow? Adams' office told the outlet that the move is a proactive measure to ensure the safety of individuals both living and working at the migrant facility and will continue until any weather conditions that may arise have stabilized and the facility is once again ready for living. Adams' office has stated that over 160,000 migrants have surged into the quote sanctuary city since the middle of 2022, some of whom have been bussed in directly from Texas. Officials have stated that the city is overwhelmed, and Adams warning the crisis could destroy the city. So again, this is the crisis that you are currently looking at the moment in time. This is something I feel that a lot of people need to pay attention to. And watch what a lot of these politicians decide to do, how it is that they pivot, what it is that they specifically state, because very easily This could happen in your state very easily. This could happen in your city. This could happen in your neighborhood. So, I very much hope that a lot of people will pay very close attention to this to see what New York does, because we all know that it goes with the whole monkey see, monkey do type of thing, where other states might not have a response, but when they see one state, then they'll decide to copy and maybe tweak a little bit of something, but it's still the same end result, which is complete strangers that you don't know showing up and coming directly into your neighborhood, taking up space, which is not for them. And, they're just able to do whatever it is that they need to do. Like I said, this is ridiculous. This is your tax dollars directly at work. All of your money that you need to go for, let's say roads or what have you, this is where all of your stuff is going. This is where your stuff is going, because I'm pretty sure that within the New York budget, they don't have the money to really facilitate this at all. You already heard, Adams. He was like, "Yo, this could very much crush the city." I believe it, because you're bringing in a whole bunch of other mouths to basically feed, and you have to now account for them on top of the normal people who are there. Like I said, this is ridiculous. This is 1000% ridiculous, and this is something that should not be happening in the United States at all. But here we are. Like I said, I did not think that this would actually be a thing. I remember going off about the whole tent cities where they had these in what was it, Walmart or whatever it was. I forgot where they had a lot of these cities for migrants that were coming across and skating past everybody else. I forgot where they were being held, but again, that was a whole nother thing too. And we see exactly where we are at this moment in time. And also shout out to Black people, because as I stated before, this should basically show you what has taken place with your vote. This is what the Biden administration is about. And like I said, again, I don't have a dog directly in this race, but when I can happen to showcase some stuff and it's not looking too good at all, I'm going to sit up there and showcase it. I'm going to critique it. I'm going to highlight it. This ain't nothing good. And no way at any point in time should kids be a secondary, third, or fourth priority, and then everybody else is over them. Like, that's crazy to me. These kids been going to that school. These kids been getting their education at that school. Soon enough, some of those kids are actually going to graduate from that school. And you mean to tell me that they have to, not go to school for whatever time being, because no telling how long the storm may last, because who's to say that the storm might not last a few days, a few weeks, because we've all seen cities get overwhelmed when it deals with certain types of storms, either it be flooding or snow. We've seen cities get overwhelmed. So, like I said before, my condolences to those students. It is what it is. The only thing I can sit up there and tell a lot of people is hopefully whenever y'all get prepared for the election, y'all vote better. Or I don't know. Just, realistically at this point, I don't know what to tell people. That's the best that I can come up with. Vote better, something. Because obviously this ain't doing it. This is not it. This is not it directly at all. If somehow, some way that this dude gets another, as people were cheering in that church, 4 more years, if that dude gets another 4 more years, I don't know what to sit up there and tell people. It's over. It's going to be curtains. It is going to be straight curtains directly out here. Yo, what is up, Gail? What is up, DSA1? What is going on? What is going on? So the next story that I had directly for you guys is this one here, right? So let me just move this directly over. Right, wait, why did that show up as... Okay, yeah. Right, so I'm just going to have... So the next story has to do with the synagogue and the tunnels, and I just want to sit up there and put this directly out there just for YouTube purposes, and no way, shape, or form Is Seiji Hito trying to preach any type of hate or any type of anti-Semitism or anything like that that normally people want to, state? I'm just going over a story that I find highly suspicious. It piqued my interest. I'm just trying to figure out why would there be tunnels underneath the synagogue? Like, that's a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd. And I'm going to state again, in no way, shape, or form is Sajito trying to preach any type of anti-Semitism and hatred and whatnot or whatever. Because YouTube, I know y'all got shooters. I got to pull the Kanye. I know y'all got shooters. I know y'all got shooters. Don't send them after me. Let's talk about this, bruh. Let's talk about this, bruh. Right? So let's get into the New York Post article. They said an unholy riot broke out in a historic Brooklyn synagogue when a group of rogue members armed with shovels dug a secret tunnel to gain access, and cops and hard hats tried to thwart them. Young renegades from the Chabad Lubavitch movement, wielding very elementary tools, began religiously digging their tunnel under the Sex World headquarters in Crown Heights on the Eastern Parkway during the pandemic because higher ups were dragging their feet on expanding the synagogue's sanctuary. The idea was to force the establishment into growing the space by essentially starting their efforts for it, beginning with roughly 3 foot high and 20-foot wide, 50-foot long tunnels. Quote, the crown keeps getting larger. It's packed with Shabbos, and during the high holidays, it's unbearable. The rebels, described as in their teens and early 20s, first gained entry into an abandoned Jewish men's mikvah, or ritual bath, around the corner on Union Street. They then broke through a roughly 2 by 2 foot metal gate in the former bath's basement wall and tunneled their way under a sanctuary space reserved for women next door to the synagogue. Then they breached the synagogue's main massive sanctuary. The private pathway was discovered last month when neighbors reported suspicious noises underneath their homes. Quote, for about a year, they were doing the digging out of the private mikvah. They were using very elementary tools, shovels and pickaxes, sledgehammers, stuff like that. No professional equipment. None of this was sanctioned by any authority. Video footage reveals the bizarre tunnel and at least one beer can in it, along with hanging electrical wire. Also shown was dirt-filled rooms in the abandoned bath and clothes with other items scattered about. Like you had mattresses down there, you had shoes, and you had boxes, you had books. It was a lot of stuff that was present, when it dealt with that tunnel. They also said that video and photos captured the wild scene Monday when the diggers tried to thwart cement trucks working who were attempting to undo their work at the request of synagogue authorities. The rogues were filmed tearing down wood panels and wooden support beams as they desperately tried to get into their tunnel to protect it. Like I said, now, again, if at a moment in time that somebody decides to make a tunnel, usually tunnels are meant for, underground ways, escape hatches, like back in the days, they had speakeasies and all that stuff where people would just, during the prohibition, have alcohol and different stuff like that. People like to, smuggle some things, things of that nature, smuggle stuff, right? And in the video, you can clearly see, some of the guys, tearing off wood panels. You see the cops there. You see it's a whole brouhaha and all of this and whatnot. And I'm like, wow, this is a pretty calm, scene at this moment in time. Because if they were black and they were getting into the cops' face like that, this would be a whole different scene. It would probably, I gotta use my words carefully, but it'll be a whole different scene, right? We all know this, right? But again, they were able to, act out of their way and do a whole bunch of things there. And I'm like, wow, you guys can just really do whatever it is that you want to do with the police, and the police are just going to sit there and really be calm. Like nobody's getting roughed up or, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, huh, you would have thought that the police actually had decent training. You would have thought the police actually, were using common sense, but no, you just got to realize nobody in that video is black. So, yeah. So next, they say that the rogues were filmed tearing down wood panels again and wooden support beams as they desperately tried to get into their tunnel to protect it. NYPD officers arrived at the scene around 3:30 p.m. and a dozen men were taken into custody. Quote, some time ago, a group of extremist students broke through a few walls in adjacent properties to the synagogue at 784 through 788 Eastern Parkway to provide them unauthorized access, right? They later stated that a cement truck was brought in to repair those walls. Those efforts were disrupted by the extremists who broke through the wall to the synagogue, vandalizing the sanctuary in an effort to preserve their unauthorized access. They have since been arrested and the building closed pending a structural safety review. Another statement from the headquarters added that, quote, the group of young agitators were primarily in the United States on student visas. So you mean to tell me that they're not even citizens? You got people here who are causing this much of a disruption. They're doing illegal digging and they're on visas. Ship them back. Send them back. Send them back home. Send them back home. Let them be where they need to be. This is ridiculous. Like I said, I don't know what's going on out here. Tax dollars at work, guys. Tax dollars at work. Like I said, I don't really know what to tell people. Tax dollars at work, though. Tax dollars, right? They said that these individuals have been squatting in the synagogue and attempted to take control by demolishing walls to connect the basement to an adjacent building, intending to expand the sanctuary. Steps are being taken to revoke their student visas and, send them back to their countries of origin. That's ridiculous. And in one of the videos that somebody took directly online, they showcased how deep the hole actually goes, and it was like one area where they were still digging. The area kind of looked a little bit cramped, but it was a lot of digging that was directly going on. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting. You even have videos of some of the men coming up through, a little grate that was, had areas cut out specifically so a body could directly, fit through. They later stated that the busted young men were charged with a variety of offenses, including criminal mischief, attempted hate crime. Wait, attempted hate crime. I've never heard of that being used on. How does that? What was actually said for an attempted hate crime? Like, I mean, I did see black officers there. Like I said, that would be pretty interesting. I would actually want to know what that attempted hate crime was. Like, was it words or did somebody, spit on somebody? Like, how did that exactly specific? I'm very much interested. I am now. I'm engaged. I would really love to know. They said attempted criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. All of the suspects live in Brooklyn. Quote, they opened up a wall, said Beryl Bendet, age 30, a congression member, of what he witnessed Monday. Not that the diggers caused significant enough damage. So they also stated that some of the rioters jeered the cops and filmed the efforts to get inside of the tunnel. Officers were also seen holding back men outside of the synagogue, the headquarters of one of the largest groups of Hasidic Jews in the world. Didn't know that. Learned something new today. But Bennett stated it was only a small minority that have acted very badly and caused the destruction. You know what? How large and how deep that tunnel is, you're not going to tell me that it was only a few people that were in a sense a part of that. When I basically, saw some of the other video footage directly online, like you got fields of dudes directly in there. Like, they're hollering, people are sitting up there saying stuff and whatnot or whatever. Like I said before, like this dude right here, you see him basically escaping the whole scene. He's like, oh, It seems like we about to get busted. Let me get my hat. Let me get my jacket. We out of here. And that dude, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a half shell, turtle. That's what he did. He went directly through there. He knew his way. Let me tell you, it might be some mutagen down there. I don't know. But that man knew exactly how to get directly from that synagogue to the outside world without getting caught. The only people that saw him were cameramen outside. That's the only people that saw the man is the cameraman outside. And I don't even think they said nothing. I promise you. That dude is still out on the loose. We don't know who he is, but we have his pictures. We have his pictures. They stated that after several hours, footage showed officers taking the man out of the tunnel in handcuffs. No injuries were reported in the brawl. Quote, "It is very sad. There are thousands of people who come here to pray every day. Thousands who come to learn as well." They later stated that you'll see hundreds of people right now going to pray, but they're all standing out here in the rain because no one can go in today. Synagogue leader Rabbi Yosef Braun urged other members of the Jewish community to, quote, to call the diggers out in all possible ways in strong terms. Braun was horrified that they defaced the shul or synagogue, stating that the, quote, the demolish and destroy of shul, never mind the dangerous aspects, never mind the religious aspect. It's mind-boggling. They need to be put in their place. Put in their place in so many meanings of the word. The riot came amid ongoing disputes over who legally owns the property. Somebody else noted that the movement has attempted to, quote, gain proper control of the premises through the New York State court system. Unfortunately, despite consistently prevailing in courts, the process has dragged on for years. So again, I'm a little bit taken aback. I don't really, understand it. Like I said, those are some deep tunnels. At that part of the video, let me roll back there, right? So you see the guy basically showing you that there are rooms that are filled with dirt because they were using whatever tools, right, that they had. You see some shoes there, you see some jackets, other things. Like I said, they pulled a mattress directly out of that place as well, and it seemed like the mattress had some types of stains directly on it. I'm not a scientist. I can theorize, but I can't, specifically tell you what those stains are. They look highly suspicious, but again, I'm not a scientist, so I can't really tell you. Like this hole right here, I wonder how far this goes and where specifically does it lead to? Because I want to remind people that they stated there was a guy on Twitter that was saying earlier that he was hearing people speaking, a certain type of language directly under his house or his apartment. And people online on Twitter were calling him crazy. And then once this story basically broke and this story came out, he made sure to repost that tweet and caption. He was like, and y'all said I was crazy. That dude was right. Like I said, people need to stop calling people crazy. People need to stop being so dismissive. Just because somebody tells you something doesn't mean that they're fabricating what it is that they're saying. The dude was 100% when he was stating to people like, yo, I hear people underneath my house. Like I said, that's dangerous. Like they're digging underneath people's homes. Like you're destabilizing a lot of area directly down there. Like you don't know what can be the potential outcome. And then on top of this, like they said before that they've been digging down here for about like since the pandemic. Do you not understand how watery New York is? New York was originally a wetland. So when you go look at stories and they're telling you that, oh, New York is, is sinking under the tonnes of, bricks and mortar and buildings and skyscrapers. No, it's doing that because the ground is not stable. New York was normally wetlands. So you built that you built a lot of that stuff on unstable ground. So at a certain point in time, yeah, a lot of that stuff is just going to go down. It's not going to take any effort. The earth is going to eat that right up. The same way that man has erected that up, Earth is going to take it right back down and return that area to what it used to be. That's all that's going to happen. That's the only thing that's going to happen. So again, nobody should be, pretty surprised. But the only thing I'm saying is this: just think out of how many times a year New York has floods. They have, really bad flooding. Now water has an area to sit up there and go. Water causes erosion over time. So again, you're going to have water finding its way going through here somehow, some way in New York, and it's going to further erode away at what is there or what is basically left. And that's not going to be good at all. Like, just imagine if this might be above, certain streets or sidewalks or whatnot or whatever. You're going to start to have sinkholes. Like I said, because water will always find a way. Like I said, I don't know why people like to sit up there and play games. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is 100% ridiculous. Yo, what is up, Black Lightning? Black Lightning said, this is New York. I was born and raised in NY. That is block after block after block. That ain't no damn short. Yeah, it ain't. They actually show the pictures of, I think, how far the tunnel was built. Because they said that the tunnel was discovered by rabbis in December who were horrified that the young men had burrowed it from the Chabad Labij Synagogue in Crown Heights. And they basically, in a sense, show you a little bit of the passage. So you see the headquarters, and then you see the passageway, and then you see the women's prayer section because, these things are separate. And then you see where the men's baths are directly located. Like I said, this is dangerous work. Dangerous work. None of these people know anything about construction or the stability of buildings or whatever else. It's all bad. It is all bad out here. Ain't nothing good. Yeah. Hobby Money, what is up? What is up? Yeah, they were speaking Yiddish. Yeah. Hobby said he said that he heard people speaking Yiddish. Black said, "Don't NYC recently had a flood a few months ago?" I think they did, as a matter of fact. I think they might have. And, again, we're still in the winter season. And at this moment in time, we're having both winter and spring-like weather, which is ridiculous. Like, at first, we had snow, and now, we got a whole warning out here talking about, severe flooding or what have you. So I don't know what to tell people. Yo, Miss Gray, what is up? What is up? You said, where did they put the dirt? I'm guessing if I go back far enough in a video, give me a second here. Yeah, like some of these areas here, right? If I can get that to properly kind of, let me see, right? So like this area right here, you see this area is kind of full of, is partly full with dirt directly in it. So the tunnels that they were basically digging out or clearing out, however you want to put it, they put the dirt directly in these corners and in, various rooms and whatnot. Like I said, and my whole thing is, how was it possible that they were just magically able to do this without nobody really noticing? Like that's a little bit suspicious to me. And then the other thing that's highly suspicious is that they were pulling some books directly out of the area. You saw men who were going over to those pile of books, and they were picking up some of those books. Like I said, I would wonder what's in those texts. I wonder what those things would specifically state. Like I said, I'm just pretty interested. I'm invested at this moment in time. Like I want to know, how far realistically they were going to take this tunnel. I want to know how deep this tunnel actually goes, because there is an area of that tunnel that, the guy did not directly go into. And it was a straight shot directly down. It was dark. It was a straight shot though. Let me see. Ms. Gray said it looks like it was already there. No, that dirt, like if you look at it, it don't look, like solid, like coming from a person that used to, when he was younger, like playing dirt. You know the difference between, like solid dirt and clay and stuff like that. It's more compacted. It's more, solidified. versus if somebody is digging, it's like the dirt is granular. It's more sort of kind of like sand, sugar ish, type of deal, something closer to that aspect. I mean, that's the best way I can technically put it. Gail said our people are the only people that don't burrow like this. Yeah, like I said, I'm just interested. I'm very, very, very interested. I would like to know how this is going to work out and how it is that they're going to fill in. You know how much concrete like if they're actually going to pour concrete down in those areas, you're going to have men down there to specifically make sure that you place the concrete. And there's no telling how long it's going to take them to actually fill that. Then on top of that, how long is it going to take for that concrete to solidify? Like it wasn't that long ago that the concrete in what was it, the Hoover Dam, that actually like fully solidified. Be like that took decades for them to, for that to actually fully solidify. Like it's ridiculous to even think about like how old that dam is, and for the concrete to actually now be dry. That's crazy. That is crazy. Uh, Moral deep shit. And mine is down tunnels. Right. Smeek said, "Oh, okay." Said it was like 5 books, and they looked old. They were doing some. They were doing some Harry Potter. Like I said, I'm interested. Some of those textbooks were looking kind of old. Of course, I wouldn't be able to read anything in there, but I would love to hear from a person who could, because like I said before, you got other books that are sitting directly there, but those men were not trying to touch and go after those books. They were specifically going after the books that were down there and just leaving off with those. Like I said, those must be pretty important. That must be some very pretty important literature. Let me see. You said, I bet they got all that dirt from the properties that was purchased and knocked down. Huh. I mean, that's possible. That is possible. Having said, I believe all these things are distractions. There's something big happening that they don't want us to focus on, so they're creating a lot of distractions to occupy the masses' attention. I mean, that is true as well. And the main thing that I always told people is to pay attention. Like I said before, I understand and I get that people might not have a lot of time. That's cool. I would say just, of course, take everything with a grain of salt. But I would say you can go on Twitter and you can make you just a random Twitter profile, and you can just start looking up certain stuff that you want to know about and follow, and people who seem to have the best grasp of that content. You would just subscribe or what have you to those individuals, and that's where you would in a sense start. So that way it makes it a little bit easier to keep track of stuff that you want to keep track of, but you might not have the time to specifically do it, because there's a field of people directly on social media that are very good at the topics that they focus on. Very good. They do excellent work. In a lot of instances, these people, they'll show books and all other types of information and point you directly in the exact direction of where they got the information from as well. Like I said, you got some good people out here. I feel like a lot of people on social media probably miss their calling on teaching, because I feel like some people are very good, and you have some other people that are excellent at being researchers. Because sometimes I'm like, yo, where did you get this book from that had this, this information? Like some people will have like these old books. It looked like that thing like made it past the Civil War. I'm talking about like old, and I'm like, wow. So again, it's very interesting stuff. You said, Ms. Gray said, didn't Kanye apologize to him? I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I wouldn't be able to tell people. I don't know. You know. Black said they routed against the NYPD. Do you have any idea what that'll look like if it was? Oh yeah, I like that's what I'm saying. Like if it was black people, oh, it'd be over. It'd be over. Miss Grace said there was a high chair and a stroller down there too. Hey, I don't know. Maybe they found that in a mining expedition. They were down there mining underneath the synagogue, and you know maybe it was buried from ancient times or something. I don't know. It's one can only theorize. How a stroller and a chair like that would actually get down there. Like I said, I'm very interested. I'm very interested. I am highly invested directly in this. I'm not sure we're going to get any more information, specifically about this. So, but I want to say shout out to King Black, Gail, DSA1, um, Lion Pride, Miss Gray, the Legend. Who else we got? Who else we got up in here? I think that's it. Oh yeah, Hobby Money. Right. Got Hobby in here. I think that's actually. Oh yeah, we got brother Zaire directly in the building. Got Zaire directly in the building. We got Pretty in the building as well. What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up? Telling everybody happy hump day. I don't think I've ever actually used that terminology. I don't think I've actually ever used that terminology. Let me just tell you. Yo, what is up, Zaire? What is going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is happening? Hobby said the government has a lot of suspicious things going on. Oh man, 2 live streams. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Still didn't go to sleep yet. Hobby said the government has a lot of suspicious things going on. In my Dr. Umar voice, don't you find that suspicious? Don't you find that suspicious? Don't you find that suspicious? It is quite suspicious. It is very, very, very suspicious. Like I said before, I want people to pay attention to the stuff that's going. Yo, what is this dude doing? I'm probably gonna have to do a video on that dude. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out why is Popeye's training. What am I looking at here? Let me see. Oh, so they got Popeye. Wait. This dude fused together Popeyes and a Subway sandwich. What? That's crazy. I ain't never seen that before in my life. That is crazy. Never seen that before. Baltimore and Buffaloes. Yeah, I thought something was happening with Popeyes. I guess not. Wait, is it? Yeah, nah. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Thought it was. But yeah, like I said, let me know y'all opinions directly on that. I would love to sit up there and hear some how y'all feel about the migrants coming directly into American schools, into New York schools, and just canceling school for the kids. Like I said, I wanna hear what y'all think about that because that's very interesting. That is very 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 interesting. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. Wait, was this? This was the. Yo, that is crazy. This man is just doing anything on the top of a building. That's whoo. Yo, all it takes is a strong wind and it is over. It is straight curtains for that guy. Let me see here. I think I might have had a story. Something else that I might be able to show y'all real quick. Let me see. Let me see. That girl was just going for clout. Like, I don't even know why you would sit up there and do that. We got that hot Karen video directly up there. Knowing she gonna be racist. We already know it's gonna be a problem. I'm trying to pull up the video directly for. Wait, do I got something in the back? Hold on, let me see something. Let me go to the studio real quick. I might have something for y'all. Hold on. Wait, what'd you say? The year of exposure. Yep, and Cat Williams made quite the introduction. Yep, that's facts. That is facts. Just brought up, full-fledged conversations. Full-fledged conversations. And also shout out to anybody that was, from the previous live stream and they on this live stream as well. Much love, respect, and appreciation to you. Much love, respect, and appreciation. I think I might have some videos back here. I'm not gonna put the questionable ones up there. Matter of fact, let me see. An interesting it might be tempting fate right there. Let me pull back real quick. Maybe I won't put that one up there. I'll probably try to find one directly off my bookmark. So let me not risk it. Let me not go so hard and try to risk it real quick. I mean, we do got Cat Williams on Willie D doing a podcast. Now let me just highlight this real quick because this is why I sit up there saying you can't really take people nowhere if you're going to decide to act ridiculous. Just stay at home, right? Just stay at home. So the video states, right, 2 men were thrown out of a Top Golf in Arkansas for pouring up cough syrup in public, and then they claimed that the establishment was racist. So you see that the clown, right? This shit in here. That's what we doing, man. Whoa, dirty one. Like that don't even make no sense. Like you just doing stuff. Y'all see what's going on, man. Damn, just like show off and do dumb stuff, and then you get mad when they decide that they want to call the police. I'll call the police on you too. I gotta get my Charleston white boys. I'll call the police on you too. Like, yo, this is the type of stuff that make people not want to come back to your place of business. Like you sitting up here like doing some foolishness, and then like, yo, I need this to stop. We're in 2024. Can we stop with grown men? And let me roll back there. Let me just roll back there. Let me just roll this back. All right. Can we stop in 2024 with grown men wearing schmedium wearing these 12-year-old type of pants, and then you basically got a belt and you sagging? Like, I don't understand. Like, what, like you're doing? Like, I thought skinny jeans was technically played out. Like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. How do you wear something so tight and your pants are still hanging directly off your ass? Somebody has to explain that logic to me, because I, as a man, I don't get it. I know what the terminology is. I know it's basically open season. I know that you wouldn't be really walking like that in jail or prison, because you know that somebody will be sitting up there looking for a brand new girlfriend. So it's like, like I said, it's hilarious knowing the facts of what that means. And you see tons of dudes out here doing this, and you got the nerve, like, all right, whatever, you want to do this at home or on your block, that's cool, no problem. Why are you going to a full-fledged, you literally went to a golfing establishment, so you left the comfort of your home to go to somebody else's establishment just to sit up there and act ghetto, to sit up there and act hood? Like, what? Come on. And then you doing this. This is why I be talking about, like, people just be doing anything because of social media. Like, what's the use of sitting up there doing, like, yeah, let me sit up there and show this out in public, like, yeah, this is how we get down, this is what we do, yeah, we real about it. Like, man, this is the most clown type of corny ass shit that I ever seen in my life, and people wonder why we got stereotypes. So for anybody out there, this is why stereotypes exist. This is why people are able to say the things they're able to sit there and say about people, because you got people out there that are real life characters that are doing these things. People don't have to imagine the shit no more. They can just go directly on TikTok, IG, or YouTube, and it was like, yo, I told you that people were doing this. That's all they got to do. And they will always, no matter what they say, they can always find somebody that's going to fit the stereotype. It is not hard no more. If this is like the early 2000s, fine. Mid 2000s, fine. Today, nope. It's easy. You can just dial that up. Dial up a stereotype. 1-800-stereotype. That's it. It's literally that simple, and it shouldn't be. But like I said, you got a lot of people that enable this type of stuff. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm tired of seeing grown ass dudes, sagging with skinny jeans. Like, what is really going on? Like, you're wearing like your son's clothes, and your son needs clothes. Like, I don't understand. No grown man should be wearing like the same pants a 14-year-old is wearing. Like, how do we get here? Like, this is so backwards. This is literally so backwards. And people really think like this is really doing something. This is tragic. This is tragic. So tragic. John Doe said the Willie D interview was meh. You know, I saw clips. Um, I feel like the tone, at least from like the clip, like the tone and like the setting, it was different. Um, then on top of that, Cat had a lot of stuff that he wanted to get directly off of his chest, during the time. So that was the hot moment. It was just, a moment in history that took place, and it just happened, at the right time. And, I'm pretty sure, Willie D Saw was like, man, that was a pretty, dope interview. And, he's a part of the entertainment industry, and he's like, hey, we could probably, get a pretty nice one as well, and, and see what happened, probably get something that'll be a very, viral moment, different things like that. I'm pretty sure that there were some things that, got dropped in there. You probably got some notable, quotes, some notable, moments, and and stuff like that. So, I have to take my time to go look at it versus just the clips, because that's how it started off with me with the Shannon Sharp. It was like originally I just saw like a couple of like the clips that people had directly up there, and I was like, you know what, let me go sit through and watch the whole interview. So I gotta do the same thing with Willie D. Man, I'm tired. Let me tell you. Ooh boy, tired. John Doe, what is up? Good morning. Good morning. Said the saggy jeans with a belt is the new style. It's so stupid. No, they ain't new. That's been there for a minute. It's been there for some years. I'm just tired of seeing it. Like, trust me, I've the skinny jeans. It's been here for a minute because I remember it was like, what was that group? It was a group that was wearing it like before. Like the skinny jeans wasn't really making it out. People were like resistant against it. And then out of nowhere, you just saw a whole bunch of grown dudes. And it's like, it gets even crazier when you see dudes in their 30s and 40s doing skinny jeans. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, you are too old. You're somebody's grandfather. Like, yo, nah, man. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. It's not it. Mm-mm. Nope. And this is when people sit up there and try to tell people like, yo, dress your age. Like I said, not sitting up there saying that you can't wear jeans. You can't wear the jeans that fit you. Do that. Like I said, I'm from the school of jeans being 2 sizes too big. Just a little bit. Like jeans got room directly in there. You can't sit up there and count what's in my wallet. You can't do that. Do you know what's in your wallet? You can't do that. Skinny jeans, you count everything. You know what's on a person. Like I said, that's crazy to me. Like that is crazy. And then on top of that, the only way that some of these dudes could actually fight in skinny jeans, they have to like sag in order to have like any little bit of room. And then, you'll watch videos on World Star or whatever, and these dudes get knocked directly out of these skinny jeans, and their butt is just out. And I'm like, it's over for you. Just close the curtain on that, sir. You got fully exposed. Like you got knocked out and your butt is out there naked in the wind. That's wow. Wow. That's wrap it up, sir. You're no longer a fighter. Put down the hands. Never ask anybody for hands. Never step up for any hands. Never do that. Step up to big and tall and get a belt. That's what you should do. Have your hands out directly for that belt. Because Lord have mercy. It's already enough to get embarrassed by getting like just straight knocked out after you tried to instigate a fight, but to get knocked out and then your pants are just down because you were sagging and you're not wearing a belt and you're probably not wearing no underwear. Whew. Wow, that's something. That's something. That is something. Let me see. DSA1 says, Seji, I'm so sick. I've seen that stupid ish tight pants with a belt looking ultra instinct and get mad because folks don't want to see your. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's like that's the weirdest thing. It's like you get mad because people ain't trying to like see your underwear. Like nobody want to walk into a gas station or into a restaurant and stuff. Like, Leo, let me tell you something, bruh. If I ever had a restaurant and somebody coming in there with some skinny jeans and I know that your underwear is going to be touching my chair, you are not getting no service. You are out of here, sir. You are out of here. I don't care what reservation you got. Nope. If you're not properly dressed, if your underwear is touching any of my chairs, I don't care if they were leather. I don't care if they were made of stone. I don't care if none of that. I don't want none of the fecal material from your underwear that is freshly touching the back of your butt directly on any of my chairs or any of my furniture. We are not doing that. Nope. That's why it was always crazy to me to walk into a fast food establishment and you got guys in the back that's sagging their pants. I'm like, bro, you are literally touching food and you're pulling up your pants at the same time. Oh my God. Can I, matter I'm walking out. I'm not even saying that. Never mind. Y'all got that. Nope. We're going to charge that to the game. That's your loss. Because I'm not doing that. I'll be damned. That dude is sitting up here pulling his pants back up. Nah, we're not. Nope. Nope. Can't rock with that, coach. Y'all just lost money that day. Just they once said they're not trying to get away from authorities. They're trying to go to a police to get trying to get their butt took. Oh man. That's crazy. He said, I can't even call him grown. That's a little boy trying to be like his idols in hip hop. Yeah. Yo, Ultra, what is up? What is up? You said the internet is undefeated. My bro guy, your stereotypes can be found just with the switch of a finger on any handheld device. Yeah. And that's the crazy part. And the other crazy part is you will try to fight against these stereotypes by trying to put your best foot forward, but your best foot is now 400 feet back because you got fools like this just stepping out there, just doing crazy stuff like this. Like, it's ridiculous just to show off. And you ain't really showing off now. Like, this is, like I said, man, go ahead. Mess up your liver, mess up your brain, mess up your kidneys because you want to sit up there and be on medication and mixing that with all others. Like I said, go right ahead. Go right ahead. End up disabled. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Like I said, sometimes I almost wish that the liver was not able to do what it is able to do for a lot of people out here that decide to mistreat their bodies in that way by pouring a lot of those man-made chemicals into their system. Like I said, you just abusing that liver. Like I said, it's a blessing to have a liver that can repair itself and grow back like a starfish after it's cut. It is a blessing to be able to have something like that. And to see people just do stuff like that, it's crazy. It's crazy. John Doe said, Cat said he asks bad questions. I mean, I don't know. He said that on a podcast? That's crazy. Did he say it? Wait, hold on. Let me go to Twitter. I'm invested now. Wait a minute. Black said these fools rather use technology to catch they shorty cheating rather than searching history of pansagging. Some of them know where pansagging come from because they've been locked up. They didn't seen it. They know what be going down. They know what be going down. Yo, Round Town, what is up? What is up? Said LOL. People been proudly sagging for 30 years. Yeah, there ain't nothing there's nothing to be proud about. At one point in time in my life, I thought I wanted to do it because I saw like the big kids doing it. I just thought that was a thing to do. I was like, all right, when you get, big, you can sit up there and start sagging like that. That was like some type of like status to being older. And then you understood and you learned. And it's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do that. I started tightening that belt like never before. It was like Fort Knox. I'm like, I'm good. Tightening that belt like I was wearing a superhero suit. You couldn't tell me nothing. Man, my parents are sitting up there looking ultra scrunched up top. I ain't even care because I tell you that I was not getting took. Like, I'm good. Like I said, scared straight. We good. We ain't doing that. No siree. No siree. Like I said, people can be probably sagging for 30 years and probably getting their butt took for 30 years. It ain't gonna be me though. So I'm not about that life. No siree, Bob. We are not. And Friday after next, I am a boy. We are not doing that. Nope. We ain't doing that. Nope. No. Like I said, I guess people didn't watch Friday. I guess people did not sit up there and watch Friday and understand. You got some guys out here that will get you, especially when they see you running free like this. They will get you. Let's see them franchise boys. Oh yeah, lean with it, rock with it. Yep. Black Lighter said Young M.A. had to stop drinking lean. Her doctor suggests. Yeah, that's because Young M.A. is a woman. On top of that, and I'm like, yo, that's going to mess you up. Like I saw her at one point. It was almost looking like she had jaundice or something. Like her skin was looking crazy. I'm like, yo, you need to relax. You need a huge detox. Like I said before, it's enough that you got guys out here doing stupid stuff. Women don't need to go down that route. Like I said, men can show you what it basically is. If men are telling you if you do this, you're just going to end up like looking crazy. You're going to end up an addict, and you possibly going to end up maybe on dialysis or dead. It's like, yo, don't do that. Don't think that you're going to be invincible because You're supposed to be God of the universe. That don't mean nothing. That is not going to save you from, your body just sitting up there telling you you did a little bit too much. That is not going to save you. You can tell yourself that you're God and all this. If you're abusing your body, the words don't even matter. It's all about the actions. It's all about the intentions. People don't understand though. Advanced System 21, what is up? What is up? What is that, ADT? Advanced System said it's hard to believe that all this tunneling was going on and no one knew anything. No, some people knew. They just didn't, they couldn't specifically put their finger on it when it dealt with the tunneling. But no, some people knew. Some people didn't know. I'm pretty sure people heard the hitting of, the chisels and the hammers and the pickaxes and everything like that. I'm pretty sure. But people were just dismissed and probably called crazy. That was the problem. Ultra said, right? Black said you started wearing belts on his joggers. Man, I was tightening them jogging pants up. Let me tell you, we was not playing games out here. John Doe said, yeah, as Willie D was wrapping up the interview, Kat said it, and they both started laughing. I mean, if Willie D can sit up there and laugh at it, then he obviously he was like, yeah, it probably could have, been some a little bit different, whatnot or whatever. But like I said, I ain't mad. He saw something. He saw like a hot moment basically happen, and he was like, "Yo, I'm in the entertainment industry. I can probably pull a couple of strings, get Cat directly on here. You probably make something move." Hey, like I said, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Like I said, maybe he'll probably just work on like the questions and and different stuff like that for the next go around with whoever the next celebrity will be, stuff like that. Like I said, I feel like, hey, I feel like it's a nice try. It ain't nothing wrong with sitting up there, just putting a fishing hook out there and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it'll get, some hundreds of thousands directly up there. And then you got the other clips that, they'll chop up and, different stuff. It'll probably work. Depending on the format of the like the interview, I would say that it would probably work better in like a short format. So if they did it for like a 1 minute, 50-minute clip and they just like chop it up, I think it'll probably like catch like that. Because that's usually what tends to happen with longer form content in certain cases. So, they're already doing that from some of the stuff that I've seen. They got their own, clips directly out there. They got the music, and I think they got like a narrator and stuff directly over there. So, Beverly White, what is up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. You said the music industry wants you drunk and high to reel you off. Wait, Rio? I'm confused on that. Wait, was that supposed to be like rip you off? Nah, yeah. If you're saying like rip you off, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they want you, high and drunk all the time. They want you in a low vibrational state. Yeah, because that's pretty much all it does. You got the music that's low vibrational, on top of the fact that you're putting alcohol into your system, which dims you down, and then you're, more than likely smoking or you're throwing other chemicals into your body or sometimes both, and that's further dimming you down. So you're not consciously really, thinking about nothing. You're not really questioning nothing. It's just, you're just in a mode. You're in like this very low, mode. And again, that makes people susceptible to a lot of music out here where you just got, rappers talking about, kill, 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 murder, 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 shoot, 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 all the other rob, 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 right? Because everything is on the same level. But if you basically put somebody that's on like a low vibrational state and you give them music that is a little bit higher, sort of like some jazz, what was it, like 434 hertz? I forgot. If you put it more in like a positive hertz and you try to feed that to those people that's in that low vibrational state, they will, in a sense, run from that like a vampire runs from the sun. They will get aggravated, right? Because their high is at a low, right? Black said, and literally should take part responsibility because he's the one that made drinking lean famous. Oh, you talking about Lil Wayne? Yeah, yeah. Because every kid during that time, trust me, I will never forget the timeline of which on Xbox 360, this was how dominant Lil Wayne was when it came to rap. Back in the 360 days, a multitude of kids during that time all started putting Little directly in their gamer tag. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. Like, after Lil Wayne basically been doing this for years, now everybody else want to call themselves like a little whatever. And then they would do combinations. Like, some people would also call themselves Little Wayne, or somebody would call themselves like Little Meech and Little Montana, Tony Montana, and stuff like. I'm like, man, nobody is original when it comes. Like, you got people literally copying off of another grown man. I'm like, it don't take that much to come up with a unique name for Xbox. Like, oh my god, like, yo, you when you see stuff like that, you realize how many like full fledged followers are literally out here. Where you got people like, yeah, about to copy my name, after this celebrity real quick. I'm like, oh my god. Like, you have people calling themselves like Lord Flacco, big, off of like ASAP Rocky and whatnot, and again naming themselves like ASAP and all. I'm like, man. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, you're not Little Pump, you're not Uzi Vert, you're not a lot of these dudes, but yet you named yourself after them. Like I said, I understand that if people are fans, but that's like fanatic type stuff. I'm like, that's taking that like a bit too far. Bit too far. You said Little Wayne, Little Dirk, Yachty. Yep, they were all during that timeline. That's the Little Wayne influence. That is the Lil Wayne influence. John Doe said what's crazy is that most of the rappers nowadays are still rapping about lean and drugs and don't either do them or stopped a while ago. Yeah, 50 rapped about quite a bit of stuff, and I'm like, he don't even do none of that stuff. And that's the crazy part. And the same thing with Future. Future literally rapped about lean. He don't do that stuff at all. And I'm like, ooh. And I'm like, and this is why I told people before, the craziest part is the truth can get said directly in front of people and people still won't listen. Future stated that he don't do the stuff that he rap about. But you still got people listening to Future and talking about lean. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I guess people just want to do what they want to do. I guess that's the best way to consider it. People just want to do what it is, they want to do. Black said the little era. Yeah. Yeah, that was about a hot 10 years. A hot 10 plus years. And then you started having Drake come through. No, I'm sorry. During the time of Lil Wayne, you also had, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. I'm trying to think of his name. That's nothing. No, 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 no. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Huh? I can't think of his name. Oh man, it's killing me. I know somebody know it in the comment section. Y'all know the artist I'm talking about. I would type it in, but I'm a little bit. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. Thank you, John Doe. Thank you. Wiz Khalifa. During that time, I ain't never seen so many people trying to rep Steelers colors. I'm like, yo, where do all these Steelers fans come? I'm like, magically, everybody talking about black and yellow. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, whatever, like, famous artist is basically out, people are magically a part of that game. You have so many people being a part of, like, Bloods, being a part of Crips. You had Plies when he came out. His whole thing was like, people being goons. And I'm like, and then I saw like other dudes in high school and whatnot calling themselves goons. And you had grown men calling themselves goons. I'm like, you idiots do know that goons are just henchmen. Like, Are you stupid? I'm like, you have to be kidding me. Like, you're just saying that you're henchmen. You're not going to sit up there and tell me you calling yourself a goon, and you're just like a yes man for somebody else that's running. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, Jesus Christ. I'm like, so nobody used to watch like the old like gangster films and like the cartoons like Tex Avery, Bugs Bunny. Like you had Muggsy and all of them. They were goons. Like they were just goons. They were henchmen. I'm like, you're proud to be somebody's hench. I'm whatever. Follow celebrities. Follow celebrities. I'm just waiting for a time period where there's just going to be a concert and there's going to be like a celebrity and he's going to start singing. He's going to have like this hard beat and he's just going to start rapping and it's going to be like some Luciferian type stuff. And he's going to be just telling people like, yeah, we all going to hell. And then people are just going to be follow suit. Yeah, we all going there. Like it's going to be stupid. It is so stupid. Like no, people just do not pay attention. It's like people just blindly just follow stuff just because. I'm like, oh my god. Drake came out and then, people were talking about, OVO and all this. I'm like, what? I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this is it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm trying to figure out who was, I mean, I know Rick Ross is doing that for a minute, but I'm trying to figure out who specifically would started like the whole beard thing because it's like every now and again you'll have like an artist that'll start, certain things where it'll just switch how people perceive certain shit. Because at one point in time, when I was in high school, if you had like people used to have like a fro or braids, and then the dumb shit used to happen where dudes that I'm talking about, dudes that are like 14, 15, was like, yeah, I cut off my hair because I'm on my grown man. I'm like, what are you talking about? That does not symbolize grown man. That just means you just got your haircut. And I'm like, that was like a whole fad. I'm like, oh my god, it's like I really started hating that stuff. I really started hating a lot of this stuff. I mean, Black said goons is slang terminology for gangs, or at least to me. No, like I said, I get what some people mean it as, but I'm going like a top like by like mobs and all that other type of stuff. Like I said, there's always tiers and levels, and I'm like, goon was never anything that was great. It was never anything that was seen as great. Matter of fact, let me see something. Yeah, so definition of goon is number one, a thug hired to intimidate or harm opponents. A or let me just put this up there. This is what I be talking about. Jeez. Lord have mercy. It's we got more down there. Yeah, so let me just put all the definitions directly down there. Let me share this screen, right? So making sure we can all see the screen here, right? So these are the definitions, right? One is a thug hired to intimidate or harm opponents. Number two, a stupid or an oafish person. This is why I sat up there and said what I said. Because when you look at the old cartoons, when they use definitions in order to describe characters, those characters were 9 times out of 10 the actual definition. Like when you had Muggsy and the dude that was with him, like yeah, they were stumbling oafs. They were idiots. They were stupid. And that's why I'm like, I don't understand why dudes back then would always call themselves goons. I'm like, you're insulting yourself. I'm like, this is what happens when people don't read. This is what happens. And people just blindly follow celebrities and do whatever it is that they sit up there and do. Because people idolize and feel like the celebrities are, they know more and all this other type of stuff. Crazy. Number three, a thug, a usually muscular henchman with little intelligence. Again, insulting. Number four, a fool, someone considered silly, stupid, awkward, outlandish. Again. Number five, enforcer or a fighter. Number six, a wine, flagon, or cast. Number seven, cheap or inferior, cast wine. Number 8, an awkward, stupid person. Number 9, an aggressive and violent young criminal. Ain't nothing good. If I could just have a time machine and I could just go back to high school and I could just put this on a shirt and wear it around school. Oh man. Woo. Man, oh, I would be ending careers. I would be ending careers. Oh my lord. This a one said, Little Era and Young Era. Oh yeah. Little and Young, yeah. Little Wayne, Young Jeezy, Young Dro, Little Dirt. Yeah. There's a one said, goons, low level henchmen, and they didn't know what they were. That's what I'm saying. In high school, ain't none of them ain't because they. I'm just gonna be honest with you. In high school, yo, they wasn't reading nothing. They wasn't reading nothing. I can sit up there and tell you they wasn't reading due to the effect that people used to copy my work in high school. So I can tell you that people wasn't sitting up there reading. I can promise you. I can promise you. Like, it's insane. Insane. Like I said, I told y'all stories before about how somebody basically paid me like $10 to copy my work. And because I was like, yeah, I ain't giving you this for free. Like, just in case my paper gets took and I get in trouble, like I need something. I got that $10. I'm like, here, that paper. And did the teacher not sit up there and take that person's paper and rip it up? I'm like, hey, bro, no refunds. No refunds, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That's crazy. I'm like, yo, you saw us, you charge your paper. That's crazy. Can't be mad at me, though. You took a risk. And you paid for that risk. Much obliged. Much love to you and all your family. It's crazy out here, though. It's crazy. Black Chap, and what's insane to me is how much power we can make a negative thing look positive and normal. Yeah. That's facts. I just wish we can do that for so many other things. I just wish that was a thing. And like I said, like I'm talking in a way about the young dudes during that time because yeah, it was stupid. But I've also made sure to also speak on the fact that because again, I was, the geek nerd, whatever in high school. A lot of those dudes that in a sense were into those ignorant things, like when I was able to see them away like by themselves, they were like away in a whole different class, like by themselves, without like the whole group and all this other. Them dudes were quiet. Them dudes were intelligent. Some of them were like real smart in math. Like they would get like a front and back piece of for like a math quiz. They would be done with that bad boy probably in about like 5 minutes, if not maybe a little bit more, and they'll probably only maybe get like 1 to 2 wrong. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, why do you do so much stupid shit if you know that you can sit up there and do such smart shit? Like, it's like I said, I know the reason, but it baffles my mind. I'm like, yo, you are so fucking intelligent, but yeah, you do so stupid. Like, it's just like, yo, like I said, it's crazy. Like I said, the idolization, the music, the people that others decide to surround themselves with, like, yo, it's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing to sit up there and watch people who are actually intelligent destroy themselves just to be around other people who are incompetent. It's crazy. It is completely crazy. That's why I made sure to surround myself around dudes who were just like me. We played video games. We went to school every single day. We were doing our homework or whatever, and that was it. Like, we wasn't in the streets. We wasn't out there, drinking and smoking like everybody else and doing all this other type of like nonsense. We stayed away from all of that stuff. And all the friends that I graduated from, that I went to school with, all of them are completely fine and dandy right now. Some of them got families. Some of them are married. Some of them, got their own businesses. I know one brother that's doing like a lingerie type of deal. another one that does art. I know another brother that's doing DJing all around the world. Um, and I know another brother that's real smart at fixing and setting up computers for other people. Like I said, quite a bit of things. I ain't never been to none of my friends' funerals because they're all still here. Everybody made smart decisions. Like I said, I made sure to play an active role to have people around me that wasn't trying to be on some crash out. I'm all for like a short lifespan. Nah, we ain't about that life. You're not near me. You can keep that energy like somewhere else. You're not bringing that nowhere near me. I am not about that. I'm trying to be as long. I'm trying to what was that, like Methuselah or something like that. I'm trying to have that lifespan. We trying to hit like the 3 to like 900 era. I don't even care if it is actually impossible. Mentally, ain't nothing impossible. I'm just trying to have that lifespan. I am not trying to see death no time soon. We are going to schedule that for a date in the further annals of the universe. you know, we are not doing that at all. It is crazy. Black said, quote, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge." That is facts. But the craziest part is some of the people that you think got lack of knowledge, they're actually pretty intelligent, but they just dumb themselves down to be around other people who are just straight dumb. Like it is crazy. It is crazy how many people, don't stand as an individual. Like so many people are afraid to just be themselves. Like case in point, look at a lot of the women that you see on IG. All of them got the same body. They got the same doctor, the same shape, the same fillers, the same makeup, the same hair, the same baby hair, the same eyelashes, the same lip liner. Like it's like all of them are the same, but yet they saying that they different. And they say don't compare me to no other well, they don't say woman, they say don't compare me to no other bitch out here. Right? And I'm like, that's crazy. When how can I not compare you when y'all all look the same? It's like if you don't all want to look like, just look different then. But like I said, people are afraid to actually look different, to actually really stand out. It's a lot easier to match up with other people and have a slight variation to say that you're different versus actually being different and standing out and just being you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Individualism doesn't seem to exist anymore. Yo, Sonny, what is up? What is up? What is up? Hack said, damn, said you still up? Technically, yeah. Yeah. Originally the live stream was only supposed to probably be about like 40 minutes. And what happens is I start talking and we start getting into different, topics and subjects. And then magically I'm right back up here. it's crazy. Yo, C Apple, what is up? What is up? Said, yo, bro, love you from the UK. Hey, what do y'all normally say? Bruv, I'm just trying to like match in some lingo, but I can't even say it right. Much love and respect and appreciation to you and yours directly out there. I just wanted to say bruv because, some of the stuff that y'all say, it sounds, pretty dope. Just saying. It sounds pretty. Yeah. It sounds dope. Yeah, it sounds dope. Like I said, there's a lot of dudes that I didn't listen to from the UK. I can't think of those dudes, and they on YouTube as well. And they do like a dating show or something like that. Them guys are hilarious. They are hilarious. Oh my god, they're hilarious. Oh man, I swear it's like y'all be having just like a fun time out there in the UK. Like just like a straight fun time directly out there. Like I said, much love, respect, and appreciation to you and yours. Directly out there. Let me see. If it's morning over here, it should be what? I think like late afternoon over there. I think it should be like late afternoon directly over there. I want to say. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? It's like 12. Yeah. I think it should be like late afternoon. I think it is. Sonny said, my ex was like that and we knew each other for 15 years. I'd always like Don't you want to be better? Not realizing the only reason I had to ask was because sabotage with their purpose. Yeah, you do got some people like that too that will self sabotage, which is, is crazy. Like some people are afraid of success. They're afraid to, actually go out there and do better. Like it's crazy. Like you do have people out here that are afraid of success because that's an unknown. You got some people that are so used to failure that it's like they find comfort directly in that. And when you're dealing with success and the unknown, and that's just overwhelming and it's just too much, and they don't know how to really deal with it. Like, it's crazy. C Apple said, did you touch on the tunnels already? Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We went directly over. Didn't I have the picture directly up here? I think. Wait, is it? Is that it? Let me see. Okay, that's not it. Wait, wouldn't I have to swap over to this? Yeah, because that's the tunnels directly, right there in that area. Like I said, that whole thing is crazy. And I'm pretty sure that there are other areas around the world where things like this, where they have like tunnels like set up. Like I said, it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. You said, nah, not even all that over here. I mean, the women over there look nice. The amount of the mixture of like cultures of like food that y'all got, like that's pretty dope. You know, like I said, I love it because it's where I'm from, born and raised. But it's like you got only so few areas where it's like you got the multicultural and you got like the food and and different stuff like that. You know, like I said, mostly people just go to Miami. They go to Florida. I'm sorry, same thing. People go to Miami. I meant to say New York. Where else they go? They go to Atlanta, Texas, and California. I want to say like those are the main top, and maybe Portland. Maybe Portland. Those are like some of the main places that people tend to go like vacation and just traveling and stuff like that. But other than that, ain't nobody really trying to see the rest of the 50 states. Like people are not trying to do that. Black said it's 1 p.m. over here. Yeah, I think okay, yeah. See, I knew in the UK. All right, so Black's about 1 p.m. So you're about like an hour ahead directly where I am. Wait, they said an X-Men star died? Wait, actor Adon Canto dies at 42. Oh, I think he was from the X-Men film. Damn, that's crazy. He died at 42? Damn, that's insane. You said it's about 6 p.m. over there. I remember the hours for the UK time because whenever I wanted to try to play a game early, I would set my time to like London. I would set my time to London on Xbox so I could just play games early, more specifically when it was Battlefield and a few other games. So I would end up playing that, in the morning, at some point. So yeah, I'm a little bit aware of the UK times, down there. He said, miss it. I mean, it's yeah. Like I said, for me, because I never been there. For me, it would be something like brand new, brand new sights to see. For you, it's like it's just it is what it is because you live there, you seen it, you done everything there, so it's like it's alright. But it's like when people come to the States, it's like it's a brand new experience for people to happen to see and to go around and do a lot of things, you know. So like I said, vice versa, vice. Black said there was a child there too, and I could imagine what went through his head when he saw the false prophecies in the synagogues. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty interested. I want to see, what the tunnels fully look like. I want to see if they're actually going to flood the tunnels with concrete and seal them directly up. Because in one video that I saw that was about probably 6 seconds, you had a welder sealing up the metal work, that was there, the grate that was there that they in a sense cut out. So yeah, like that area there, they got a welder that was actually there today that was re-welding that area. You know, John Doe said that man Philly is hilarious in the UK and his cousin. I think I might know who you're talking about. I think I might know. Yo, Paul Grant, what is up? What is up? What is up? Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. You said their same dig them tunnels in New York are the same ones in Gaza. Huh. That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to do some a little bit of looking up on that. I'm gonna have to look that up there. Thanks for that bit of information. Um what we got? C said, bro, as a black man, I'm not going to the US unless I'm I trust me, I'm laughing because I understand. I get it. I completely get it. And then it's like the police, over there, it in the UK. It seems like they have a little bit more common sense than the cops here. I mean, also on top of the fact, they don't really carry weapons directly on them. But it's like, yeah, trust me, I understand. I laugh because I understand. I completely, 100% get it. Trust me, I get it. Yo, we got Ronan in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? You said them folks digging in Gaza. Hey, hey, we gonna see what's gonna happen in Gaza. I'm invested. Hack put it in the news link. Oh, it was from cancer. Damn, that's tough. That is tough. He said the James Webb Telescope spot hints of a mysterious aura over a failed star. I mean, that should be like an aurora. It should just have to do with the magnetic field. At least 4 dead after winter storm system triggers tornadoes, flooding, and power outages. Wow. Let me see where I was at. Was that Alabama? I think so. And then that same storm system started moving towards the East Coast. Yeah. I think that was Good Morning America. They say major storms on the move to bring blizzards, tornadoes across the United States. Like I said, for anybody, I just want to say this before anything happens. Um, if any of you guys are located on the East Coast or anything like that, please be very safe. I'm not sure how these storms or the storm systems are going to work out because, the weather is, I don't know what it is at this moment in time. So, please stay safe. Make sure somewhere during the week before the storm, happens to reach your state, if it does reach your state, get some provisions, get some bottled water, get, a nice crank radio, maybe, a handy dandy portable solar power, type of recharger, like a small, little battery, um, some canned goods and, and different things like that, some flashlights as well. Like I said, just be careful because the only way that, I know that a lot of y'all are good is if, chances are y'all happen to make it here and, I happen to see y'all directly during the live stream and we get a chance to, to conversate. Because like I said before, I would not ever want to do a story on any of y'all that's, a part of this channel. Like I would never, like, that would hurt. That would, like, it hurt when, I ended up getting the news that quote unquote, as I love to call her, my aunt from Chicago, had passed away. Who was a very great supporter, of the channel. Like I said, that hit hard. I'm like, damn. So like I said, that's why I always sit up there and tell y'all, hey, love you guys a lot. Appreciate you guys. I value you guys a lot. Just to, sit up there and put that out there and let y'all, know, and different stuff like that. Uh, Let me see. 22 Rona said the mattress. Yo, yeah, that's the same thing I was saying. The mattress is looking a little bit weird. Like I said, I ain't no scientist, so I don't know what to tell people. I got theories, but I don't know what to tell y'all. Maybe if this was like Kick or some other platform, maybe I would dive directly into, into those theories. Because I know YouTube is waiting in the background. They're like, yeah, we're going to get him. We know he's going to say something wrong. We're going to get him this time. Like, you're going to be waiting for the third coming of Christ. Because you ain't about to catch me this time. Let me just put out that safety measure. I in no way, shape, point in time spread any type of hatred or anti-Semitism towards the Jewish community. I'm just clearly interested in reading off the story. Same way that I just found out about it, I'm informing the people directly on my channel. Like I said, I done said this a multitude of times. So I'll be damned if they come through here on the background and try to mark this or try to say, like, hey, we took down this live stream because we found that there was hateful content or material. I'm like, where? Show me where, because I specifically stated this probably damn near close to 10 times now. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Hack said, do you think I'm not a detective, Hack, but I have theories. That's the way. Just for my safety and the safety of the channel. That's how I'm going to sit up there and put it. I'm not a detective, but I have my theories. I done covered some stories before, but I got. I'm not a detective though. I could present some stories, but I ain't a detective though. So I don't know. You gotta take stuff with a grain of salt. It's a lot of news. It's a lot of things directly out here. But that's a very good observation there, Hack. Very good observation. I had to remind myself that sometimes I can't read comments directly out loud because YouTube took down one of the previous live streams because I read off a comment. And I was like, damn. I'm like, so were you guys just like sitting back there just moderating the whole live stream, or was it a bot that sat up there and did that? Because I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, that's very interesting how that took place. Like I said, it's amazing how YouTube can work on one aspect and be perfect, but then when you actually need them to do their job, they seemingly don't. Like when I need YouTube to actually give you guys notifications, it doesn't seem to happen. Like I said, I think YouTube removed, how many live streams they removed? I think the can't get my words right because I've been up so long. I think they removed about two live streams, or they found problems with two live streams. But yet, when I need YouTube to actually send notifications out to like over, if with both channels combined, when I need YouTube to basically send out notifications of about like, let's say 100,000, they don't know what that is at all, because realistically there should be way more people directly in this live stream. So shout out to YouTube for still not putting out those notifications properly. Shout out. Let me see. Black said they probably explains the AP. Yeah, it probably does. Like I said, you got some people working together to make some stuff happen. Tony Serrone said, did you see the man that was expired on the SEPTA platform in Philly? Oh, yeah, I saw that. That dude stumbled. Like I said, it was a fight that happened. The larger dude, he stumbled, and he went over the rail. It was nobody could do. Like it was impossible to even react in time to even try to catch that dude because he stumbled. And then on top of that, given his weight, that dude had to be a good 200 or something. Like I said, it's so basically, a fight had broke out in that train station, and the bigger guy, he ended up stumbling back. He couldn't catch like his balance after the hit or whatever, and he went over the tracks, and the train came, and that was it. He got hit by the train. He got ran over. He got ran over. And I was like, man, yeah, it's a big yikes. Like I said, it's consequences to everything. This is why I tell people, it's like, yo, be careful. Like, everything ain't worth fighting. Like, they decided to sit up there and fight. So now one person ain't here, and another person got to probably face the music for the actions that took place. Because even if he didn't do it intentionally, they're still going to say that he had a hand directly in it. Because again, you shouldn't have been fighting. C said there are some 50 that have guns, but they only respond to gun crimes. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Like I said, I learned. This is why I love doing live streams, because wherever y'all at, y'all can easily like inform me, which is informing us of different information. Like I said, I've done stories directly on the UK before, but nothing really too like deep dive specifics type of thing. So like I said, that's some very interesting information. Didn't know that. Did not know that at all. I will keep that in mind. C said, "Oh, did you see that deer zombie virus?" The funniest thing about that is, I did a video about the deer zombie virus years ago. I want to say almost close. I think it should have been like 2019 when it first started coming up. Like, if you go and search up deer zombie virus, it was back in 2019. I remember because I was doing a video, and they specifically told people who hunt like deer, like, don't go out there and eat the meat raw, or don't eat specific parts of the deer like the brain and all this other type of stuff, because there's a potentiality that you could get infected or something like that. So I'm like, I'm not too surprised if the deer zombie virus is coming back. I am not too surprised. Like I said, it's always going to be something. You're going to see a lot of blasts from the past. I'm waiting for some other ones to go to show up. Atha Pinder, what is up? What is up? What is up? Much love, respect, and appreciation, and good afternoon. I was about to say good morning for a brief second, and I caught myself. Black said they were trying to make a OF account with. Oh man, oh that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Oh man. Let me see. Black said, I forgot to ask you, did you see the brother in the courtroom trying to put hands on the judge? Oh yeah, that dude, that man came in there like a villain. He was just there. And I'm like, man, you a fool. I'm like, you probably would have had a little bit of time. Now you're gonna be up there. I think what they got him for, attempted murder or whatnot. I'm like, you a fool. And you gotta sit up there and be in front of the same judge again. She's like, I ain't scared. She just literally pulled the Bernie Mac after you to try to wring her neck like she was Bart Simpson and you were Homer. Like, yo, you just failed. She just pulled the Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of you, and told you that you have to come right back to this court so she can sit up there and give you more charges. That gotta be embarrassing. It's like people, and then on top of that, it's not like you can just go into the jail and people are going to ask you what you in for. Everybody know what you in for because everybody has seen it. But I'm pretty sure he probably going to get some type of props because there's probably a lot of guys in there that wish they could have done the same thing or had the guts to do it, but they just opted not to. So I'm probably he might get some type of special treatment just for that. Just might. Yo, Timothy, what is up? What is up? You said, what is the tunnels about? So the tunnels were directly under a synagogue in New York, or whatever, or under one of their buildings in New York, and they were digging out this tunnel. And there's been claims that the property does not own to a specific person. So there's been court battles directly over the property and different stuff like that. And they've been digging these tunnels in order to connect one area to another area. Like I said, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, but I'm just saying it looks a little bit suspicious because it's some mattresses that were stained. I'm not like a chemist. Um, I'm not the world's finest detective. I got my theories of, what might be on that mattress, but you know, it's just theories. Just theories. Hack said, Timothy already said he doesn't want to talk about that on YouTube. No, I can paraphrase certain stuff. Like, I read about it. I say, Tim, if you go back in the live stream about, I want to say about like 40, about to the 40-minute mark, somewhere in there, I should be potentially talking about the reading off the article dealing with like the synagogue and everything that was, happening directly in there, and what the rabbi, in a sense, stated. Just so you'll be able to get some clarity directly, on that. You say you heard about the Dear Zombie virus back in 2010? Oh, I didn't know that. I was just going from the time I was on YouTube. That was back in 2010. Wow, that is insane. Sitting up there enjoying these animal cookies. These bad boys taste great. Um, After Ponder said, "Good to see you again. Been following you for a minute. Then you ghosted me." Nah, like yo, it's YouTube. YouTube refuses to send you guys out the notifications. I got people that's been here for years, been subscribed, and they come by and they're like, "Yo, Seji, I didn't know you still make videos. I didn't know you were still on the platform." I'm like, damn. I'm like, I don't know what to really do. That's why I tell people, like, yo, if you really want notifications and stuff, you could, happen to go directly to the Discord, and you could just, make like a name, whatever you want your name to be or whatever. And whenever I happen to go live, it should send out a notification. So at least on one or both of the channels, it'll let you know that I basically go live. It'll do the job that YouTube should actually be doing, which is insane to me. Black said, wait, he's going back to the same judge. Yep. Like I said, you got to hold that L proudly. And now you got to face that judge again and get another L because you get more charges on top of what you initially got. Like, it's crazy. C said, but not on stream. Yeah. Not on stream yet. Black said he might as well put hands on her again. Nah, it's not. He ain't gonna make it. Like, they had that dude looking like what was Anthony Hopkins' character? Fava Beans. What was that? Hello, Clarice. Oh my goodness. I was about to sit up there and say it starts with an H. You gotta be kidding me right now. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. Y'all know the character told Anthony Hopkins. It's like, yo, they got that man Hannibal. Thank you. See, look at it. Sage be coming directly out of the darkness. Be like, yo, I got this Hannibal. I'm like, yo, where you be at? But as soon as I'm missing something, Sage is right there. That's crazy. I thought Sage would have been asleep. Just coming directly out of the cut from the darkness, from the shadows of the alleys from yonder, and then you're there. It's crazy. But yeah, shout out to everybody that put that directly in the chat. But yeah, Hannibal Lecter, yeah. Is it Lecter or Ector? I think it probably is Lecter, yeah. I don't know why I said Ector. I really want to think that it's due to the effect of me being up for so long, and then I decided to do a second live stream, and I'm like, yeah, I might as well do it. I'm still up anyway. Might as well sit up there and do the live stream. Might as well. Might as well. People with fava beans don't sound so bad. Have I ever had fava beans? The only beans I eat is I think what black eye and kidney lima, and I think it's like one other type of beans, but I forgot what those were. Forgot. But yeah, how everybody doing? Like I said, it's only like 32 of us right here. Let me know how y'all doing. How y'all feeling? Where people directly coming from? If you're from the US, not from the US, if you're from space, if you might be from outside of the ice wall, I don't know. Let me know. let me know where you're coming from. Like I said, knowing let me tell y'all something. Oh yeah, butter beans. Yeah. Butter beans ain't bad. But on top of like talking about the ice wall, let me let y'all know something. I don't know what's going on in Florida with UFO like sightings. Bro Allen said Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, that was the right one. But UFO sightings and all this other type of stuff, Project Bluebeam and everything getting, thrown to see what sticks. I promise you that has to be DLC in Grand Theft Auto 6 at some point. Out of everything that they had already added in Grand Theft Auto, the whole thing dealing with like the mall and like the UFOs and the portals, I promise you, they're going to add that into Grand Theft Auto. It's going to be some type of Easter egg or something. I promise you. People better sit up there and be on the lookout. So when that GTA drops in 2025, everybody got to go down to that mall. It's probably going to be at a certain time on a certain day of the week, and you're probably going to see UFOs and all the types of stuff in Florida. Hack said he's inside the walls. Black said doing all right. Thanks for the curiosity. Hack said the mall. Yeah, it was a mall down in Florida that had this. Do I still have the clip? Let me see. I might actually still have the clip that I can showcase real quick. Let me see. Video file. It's gonna take a minute to get this. Let me see. Wait, didn't I put this in a? Okay, yeah. This was it, right? So this was the scene at a mall in Florida, right? Now they said that this police presence was because there were vandals, people trying to steal, and kids with sticks and fireworks, right? They literally called statewide. I'm talking about these were people from like other counties and whatnot. Like 60 plus cars. And I'm like, yeah, something else basically happened. Like this is what I want to know. This is the weirdest thing to me. We live in a technological age where everybody has like an iPhone or Android. And magically, when this took place, nobody was able to get a clear cut footage. Then on top of that, we have no footage from the mall. And I'm like, nobody find that suspicious? Nobody finds it suspicious that something was going on in the mall with all the cameras that are normally in malls and that there's no footage. And there still to this day has not been any footage released about what happened in the mall. I'm like, yo, something happened there, and there has to be validity to something, because you're not going to sit up there and tell me you got that massive police presence, and during the time that this was actually happening, there was really no type of coverage from the media. Like the media was dead silent. And then it wasn't up until later when you heard people going on TikTok talking about UFOs and portals, then the media was like, yeah. So what happened was it was these group of kids, and they had sticks and fireworks, and fights broke out, and there were talks of vandalism, and people were rowdy, and you just needed police from all over the world to just come there, including Interpol, to wrap up the situation. I'm like, nah, that's weird, because any other time people would have uh the malls would have showcased the camera footage. The media would have made sure to have that footage. They would have got that footage. This is the first time that something has happened basically in a mall, and there was no type of footage. And then you even had the police down there in Florida coming out and say, like, yeah, it had nothing to do with UFOs. It was, that, and the third. I'm like, that's a little bit weird to even hear the police basically say that. Like, you're denying something that just random people are sitting up there stating. And then you're trying to, quote unquote, set the record straight. I ain't never seen the police try to set the record straight on something dealing with UFOs so quick in my life. I ain't never seen this. And like the dude that you see here, he's basically explaining that he was there. He was with his girl or whatnot or whatever. And next thing they start hearing noise and all this other type of stuff. And he's like, yo, we just need to go because I don't even, got my stuff directly on me. So we need to sit up there and get out of here and yada, yada, yada. And talking about, the other stuff like portals and seeing this and seeing that. And then after he gave his explanation here, another video comes up where he's looking kind of like iffy. Like this one, he's looking completely confident in telling his side, telling his story of how it was that he was in Florida and what it is that he specifically saw and heard and all this other type of stuff. The second video, he came back, he was kind of like looking away from the camera, looking to like the side and all this other type of stuff. I'm like, yo, it's looking real suspicious, like somebody got to you real quick, aka the Men in Black. And like I said, I'm just talking from a conspiracy standpoint. I completely understand people don't believe in a lot of this stuff, and I don't really have any proof of anything. But I'll tell you this: go on YouTube. If you don't have to believe nothing else that I have to say, but this is at least one fact that I can give you. There's a building in New York that it's a standing building, and it has no windows, and people don't know what's inside. If that does not read suspicious directly to you, if that doesn't read Men in Black to you, I don't know what directly is. I don't know what else to sit up there and tell you. Bro Allen said my shirt came in the mail the other day. Remember who you are. Hey, that's dope. Much love, respect, and appreciation, brother. Much love, respect, and appreciation. Yeah, that one is dope. Like, yo, when I sat up there and put that one together, I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's the one. It's like certain shirts, I'm like, that I did that. It's like when you feel like you really put something together and it's like it's really there. That was one of those shirts. I'm like, that always, reminded me of when thinking back to like the Lion King and different stuff like that. So it was like I really, really liked that shirt. That's one of the ones right there. It's one of the ones. But yeah, again, much love, respect, and appreciation for picking up one of the shirts. Much love and respect. Black said, "Does anyone?" Oh wait. Somebody was saying the mall. What was the name of this mall? Let me see if I can go back to it. Let me see, Florida Mall. Let me just go to Florida cops arrest suspect in deadly mall shooting. That was 2 days ago. The storm must be slightly coming in because I just heard some wind. So what? This was at a Miami, Florida mall. Now I remember they did have a shooting at the mall that they said that they talked about. Oh, I gotta go back because they got the ad blocker. What's the name on? Which is quite stupid. Let me see. What we got? Where we got? Where we at? Let me see. Florida Mall. Hey, let me just type that in because I knew about Hart. Rolling Stone do not have the what's the name of? Let me see. Downtown Mall. Individuals arrested between the ages 14 through 16. Footage of the chaos. Dozens of cop cars. But the top posts for misinformation and conspiracy theorist accounts. Many favor the site's algorithm thanks to their paid verification badges, speculating that they have police presence, indicated government cover-up, or what. If you imply that it was all intended to distract from the unsealing of documents related to Epstein and Maxwell, the Broward Post. Like I said, the news be on it. They know what they be doing. It's like, oh yeah, these, the conspiracy theorists, they're sitting up here saying that, they think it's used to distract the public and all this other. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Just because you put it, directly in black and white, trying to, you know, tell people that that's not what it was. It is. Let's like I said, this is why I tell people, like, yo, you got to pay attention to what the media specifically puts out there. They put out certain things, for you to sit up there and believe, and they put out other things to persuade you not to, look too deep or to believe other. Like I said, it's quite a bit of stuff. It is quite a bit of stuff that they will decide to sit up there and put out. I'm like, that's funny. Like, usually they would not even go that deep in there and try to state things from online like that. But I guess because they didn't really have much to write, in a sense, they had to, add some more stuff directly to the article. So it was at Miami's Bayside Marketplace. That was the mall that was there for those who were asking there. Let's see what was the other one. Yo, does anyone hear about the TikTok vid about a shadow in the mall of Chicago? My older brother was telling me about that. I see no videos about it yet. Somebody says something similar happened in California as well. I think probably like around or similar to like the same day or something like that. C said, look up Dr. Sebi if you want good food, bro. And that man he has. Yeah, he has. Like I said, I gotta remind myself as soon as I get a little bit too close to certain words, because they tried to hit me before. It was like, hey, we're gonna hit you for medical misinformation because of this part right here. So I'm like, yeah. Like I said, they know who Dr. Sebi is too. That man went to court and everything. He had all the proof to back up everything that he was saying. That man was on there. That man is about that life. She said, when did this small thing happen? I want to say it should have been about 2 days ago. Okay. Yeah, it happened on the 8th. I should have did a live stream, I think, and talked about it. Timothy said, were any phones confiscated? Some people were stating that in order to make it through police, they had to check your pictures and you had to like erase like anything. So, and then you had other people coming out saying like, oh, people were lying. That stuff didn't happen, yada, yada, yada. Like other people making videos. I'm like, how are you going to try to refute something if this person stated that they were there? I'm like, see, this is again, we are living in an age of, in a sense, truth and things being uncovered and us gaining a lot of information. But you're also living in an age of disinformation, where if the truth comes out, you'll have other people trying to persuade you and try to make you believe like, oh no, that's false. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. Where all this, like they'll try to misdirect you in so many other ways to make you question stuff 19 different ways. When your first thought was like, yo, this sounds about right, with the information and the stuff that I already have. So, like I told people before, at this moment in time, the government is trying to tell people that aliens exist. I got a problem with that now because for the longest time, the government's been calling me and many other people crazy. So the moment in time that the government is trying to push something directly on you that you wasn't initially believing in, you might wanna question that severely. Because like I said, they're doing a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, let's reveal footage of airplanes coming into contact with UFOs and other UFOs coming directly out of the water. Yeah, let's show all of this stuff now. Let's just put it all out there. What you putting it out there for? Because it can't be nothing good. Because if it was, you would have been told us about this, and you would have made sure not to call and dismiss and be dismissive of everybody else who's been talking about UFOs and all this other stuff exists. You wouldn't have been doing that. Not at all. But like I said, that's the government. So like I said, see, I'm not sure how your government works over there in the UK, if they're honest about, certain things, over there or not. But the United States government, that's a piece of work. They will hide so much information. It is unbelievable. Like I said, a lot of people don't even realize that you got mounds and pyramids in the United States. Like we have a lot of area that is reserved and blocked off where ordinary people cannot sit up there and go, and they have it blocked off for a very good reason. Very good reason. And it's like a lot of people don't understand. Just like there's pictures out there or video where it shows pyramids in Antarctica. Like I said, and then you got vegetation growing in Antarctica as well. So like it's the way that people understood the planet, stuff is starting to come out. Yo, finally aware. What is up? What is up? What is up? Ain't seen you in a minute. What is going on? C said, oh snap, sorry. Wait, what happened? Maybe that mall. This was a drug experiment like in Fallout. Huh. I never thought about it like that. Like somebody could have potentially released like a drug in a form of like a mist that had people hallucinate. Oh, that's another way to sit up there and look at it. I would have never thought about that. That's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Oh. What else? Let me see. Hack said, honest question. Seji, if you ran into an alien, what is that? Oh, you talking about like an alien or something? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Because it's like I wouldn't even know what it would look like. That's the whole thing. Like you're dealing with something that you don't know what type of form it could take or it is or what it looks like. You got a lot of different like things. I wouldn't even know what to say. If it looked like a ditto, I'm fine. But then if it decides to transform into me, it's like, yeah, we got problems. Then the thing starts running like the what was it? Was it the T-800 or whatever it is? It started running like the Silver Terminator. I'm like, yeah, this ain't working. This is not working. That bad boy run just like the Flash. Yeah, it's over. It is curtains. I'm like, I shouldn't even have moved. I would just have to hope it's not anything like the day the Earth stood still was fine. It was just the fact that humans were stupid in that movie because somebody decided to shoot. That was just the dumbest part. Like I said, and I promise you, in every single film, let at any moment in time we have alien life and it's peaceful and it decides to come to this planet. That would probably be the worst plan that any life form could ever have because it's going to be it's just going to be a disaster because humans are going to find a way to mess that up because of fear and they're going to start like some type of war. I promise you. Humanity is literally that stupid. Literally that stupid that is something that would sit up there and happen. And it's a shame. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to lose their lives because of one stupid person's decision. I'm telling you, it's going to be straight ignorance. Straight ignorant. Straight ignorant. Timothy said Skinwalker Ranch still has activity and hasn't stopped. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep, I heard about that. I watched a short little video on that. I think that should be in you was it like Utah or Iowa or something like. I know what you're talking about. Like I said, they got some farms and some areas where people have said some pretty strange and weird creatures and sightings have taken place. And I'm not even sure how people even still live in those areas. Like I said, nighttime is a dangerous time. I'm like, bro, like hold on. We need to have lights. We need to have infrared. We need UAVs. We need everything. I need night vision. Like, yo, we about to be playing Modern Warfare 2, going to sleep. Like, I'm going to sleep with some night vision goggles on. Like, we're going to make sure we seeing everything. I need heat sensors. I need heat vision. Like, I need everything just to make sure that I'm going to be able to sleep at night. It was just cloudy outside, and now the sun just beamed through. I was able to feel that directly through the blinds. They ain't feel too bad though. Sunlight is great. Let me tell you. C said, "Ha, the UK still thinks it's not racist." Yeah, yep. It be like that. The UK don't got the facilities. They don't got the facilities for that type of conversation. I forgot the meme I got that from. It's like I said, it's a lot of terminology I got over there. Some cold terminology, let me tell you. Cold terminology. Hack said, LOL. Timothy said, it transforms into you, but runs like a Titan from a. Yeah, we ain't. Nah. Nope. As soon as you said that, I slightly had a breathing problem. Like, yeah, we good. I'm like, yeah, we good. It's like that moment where some people have claustrophobia and they're watching a video where a dude is like inching his way through like this tight cave and then the claustrophobia starts to like creep in. It's like that. It's like, yeah, nah, we're good. We're good. And I'm pretty sure if anybody's seen any of those cave videos, you've more than likely had an instance where it's like you're breathing just like it just tightened and it was like, yeah, this ain't it. You just gotta kind of like pause the video or click off or something. C said an alien would see us and be like, nah, we good. Yeah, they probably would. They probably would. Like I said, I would be more afraid for the alien than more afraid than humans. Like I said, because I feel like humans would just mess it up. Somebody could literally come from another planet, another part of a galaxy or whatever it is, and they'll just come here in peace. And again, humans would double cross. Humans are full of like greed and lies. And it would just, man, it would be bad. I feel like half of this planet would just be decimated because of one person. And I'm like, no, whoever that person is that did that to your people, yo, take them, take their whole family and their bloodline. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Please do not harm us. We are all there's going to be some sacrifices at some altars today because we are not about to have the portion of humanity disappear because somebody was that stupid. Oh no, you and your kids are going. Woo! And we're digging up your elders and they are going up on that altar too. We are not doing this. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. I guess we're going to be sitting up there signing another treaty with people. We ain't doing that. We already got the Antarctic Treaty. I guess we're going to be doing the Interstellar Treaty. Like I said, I don't want people to sleep on it. Remember, last time when Trump was in office, didn't he say that we got a space force? Oh well, for C in the UK, y'all probably don't got that. But over here in the United States, when Trump was in office, he signed paperwork basically stating that we got a space force. And I'm like, hold on, how the hell do we got a space? What the hell are y'all even talking about? Now, I do know that in a odd elliptical orbit, we have something called the Black Knight that is directly in the air. And scientists have been trying to figure out what the hell that is. But the weirdest part is, why would you have to try to figure out what it is if you got a telescope that can see 559 damn light years into like the future or some shit? Or why don't you just point the damn thing? You do the telemetry, figure out when that damn thing is going to whip around the planet at the correct time, and you just turn the telescope on that shit and you just zoom in and look at it. There is no excuse why in 2024 we still got Bigfoot footage when a lot of these things take place. It doesn't make any sense. It makes me question stuff. This ain't the 1960s Roswell where you got a piece of foil and you're talking about, yeah, this little person right here crash landed and, aliens don't exist. It's swamp gas from New Orleans, bouncing off of a weather balloon, refracting off of the moon, beaming onto Venus, coming back from Venus, beaming down onto the planet off of some swamp gas. Like, yo, the most ridiculous explanation I've ever heard of UFOs in my life, and people actually believed it. That's the killing part. That is the killing part right there. People actually believed what it is that the government said with all of that swamp gas and light. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Jesus. How did we get here? How did we get here? Just how? Let me see. She said, what if the earth is a farm and that's why we reset every 1,000? Like I said, I've heard of a lot of theories. I would not be too surprised. Like I said, I believe in prison planets as well. So it would not be too far fetched if this was just some little petri dish where, just like how humans, we think that we're the top of the food chain here, realistically, we ain't the top. We're getting harvested for other means. I would not be too surprised. I really wouldn't be shocked. I'm like, damn, I knew it. I would be more ecstatic because I knew I was correct than actually being afraid. I'm like, it is what it is, but I knew I was right. That's probably pretty jacked up, but hey, what you gonna do? Like I said, they say that the Black Knight is 13,000 years old. So I've heard in vids. Yeah, they said that bad boy is been up there, and they feel that it's observing. And then don't forget the fact that they said that an interstellar object had entered the solar system, and then the same object had exited the solar system. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff out here. Going into conspiracy theory territory, you have the whole thing with like two suns. I'm not sure if people remember that. That was something that was online, TikTok, and everywhere else for a certain time during like the pandemic. Yeah, quote unquote, the double suns. And people were saying that you couldn't really see it here because of all of the chemicals that they threw directly in the air. But if you live in other countries, you can see it. So if you're in areas of South America, you can see it. India, Africa, China, Korea, Fiji, you can see this stuff. And then don't forget the fact that China pulled the Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock, where they created an artificial sun. And I showed y'all that video. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I had somebody trying to sit up there and tell me something different. It was like, yeah, that was fake. That was fake. That was fake. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. Your perspective is that it's fake. No problem. I have no reason to sit up there and try to argue you down or try to debate you. I just know what it is I'm looking at. Like I said, we got a lot of technology directly out there. Again, like I told y'all before, they're giving you this whole spiel about we're fighting to be the first to, deal with quantum technology and the threats that may come. Quantum technology is already here. It's been here. It's already here. There is realistically no type of race. Pretty much almost everybody got it. Because it was stated before that if one person had control of quantum tech, then you pretty much got control of the world. So best believe they're not going to allow one country to have quantum tech power. No, multiple countries got this because that one quantum computer could figure out, whatever combinations to passwords almost instantly. You know, you said Black said, "Don't forget NASA went to the moon and now it can't go back." Oh, you didn't? Oh, I forgot. Yo, Black, look this up. So now what NASA is saying is by 2025, I think they're supposed to be going back to the moon. They're supposed to be taking trips back to the moon. And I'm like, so how long did it take y'all to get this far? Because y'all not going to sit up and say that y'all was just in debt for, such a long time that it was just impossible. You got the Saudis and everybody else out here you can, potentially get money from. So, a little bit odd. A little bit odd right there. A little bit odd. Little bit odd. So next one we got C said, nah, Space Force is a bunch of Power Rangers. Hey, Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy. Hey, far, far away, deep in space. Yeah, I'm about that life. Then we got Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy as well, too. Hey, we out here. We got SPD. That was technically a whole nother planet. You got Lost in Space, Lost Galaxy, and all. Like I said, I'm about that life. Like I said, hand me a morph, I'm down. That's it. Just let me morph just one good time. That's it. That's all I want. Do not tell me that Power Rangers actually exist. I am running trying to get a morpher real quick. I don't care what I got to do. I am for the one time. I'm going to be on that field. It's morphing time. It's over. It is over. I'm telling you. Let me just be the Black Ranger one time. Let me Power Axe. Mastodon Power. I'm telling you, it's over. It is over. Oh man. Black said China and artificial sun. They really think they're Saiyans. Hey, it's very possible. They got genetic engineering directly over there doing that illegally. You'll start to see it. Watch. Later on, and give it about another 10 to 15 years, you're going to start to hear about genetically modified kids over there in China. Watch. You're gonna specifically hear about that. And you might happen to see some of these kids. They might even be in the Olympics. Like I said, the moment in time that you start seeing other countries beat Africans, question everything. That might be a crazy statement, but like I said, question everything. The moment in time that you start seeing other countries beat Africa in races, in track, start questioning everything. I promise you, there's something more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in the sky. I'm telling you. Oh man. I'm actually talking about Transformers though. Just gotta put that out there for safety. I'm actually talking about, Optimus Prime, talking about the Decepticons, talking about the real Transformers. Hasbro. Let me see. Black said, haha, can't wait to see how they'll go back to the moon with those fish camera lenses. Hey, like I said, they'll probably be moon manning all across, leaving footprints. The funniest thing dealing with the moon landing is a question that I don't think a lot of people even asked when they first saw it. If man is first landing on the moon, then who set up the camera for them to film? And who was also filming on that camera? Because when the moon landing happened, it was like, yo, the camera was already set up. Like you just saw the bad boy just land. One small step for man, another step for man. However that basically went. And I'm like, nobody ever asked the question like, yo, if we just literally landed there for the first time, how was there a camera already there set up to film? How? Anybody? Anybody? Like anybody, like a lot of people like, man, the moon landing ain't fake. It ain't fake. I watched it back in 1965, 67, whatever it was. I'm like, so explain to me how y'all just land on the moon and it was already a camera there filming. You mean it's so like what was Rita Repulsa up there? She just threw her staff and just put a camera on there instead of saying "Make my monster grow." Just start filming. Like, is that what happened? Like I said, they play with people's intelligence. They are playing with people's intelligence. Let me tell you, that's what they doing. Yo, Teresa Givens, what is up? What is up? Much love, respect, and appreciation, and good afternoon as well. Hack said, "Yep." Black said, "The day I see Chinese people with mutating themselves will be the day that I start becoming a full-fledged Ninja Turtle." Man, I'm not even trying to be like a Ninja Turtle. Yo, let me be a part of a professor at school for gifted children. Real quick. Let me get those Magneto powers real quick. That's all I need. Just give me them bad boys real quick. Let me just borrow those. Like I said, I'm going to have to get Kim Jong Un. Wait, no, that's the wrong leader. That's North Korea. The leader of China is Zai. I forgot, but I'm going to have to hit the brother up on the phone real quick. Doot doot doot. Get that nice international satellite phone. I'm like, yo, I need some powers real quick. I need y'all to hook me up. Like, I got y'all. Y'all need me to pull some gold directly out of Earth for y'all? No problem. Just let me get these magnetic powers. We all good. We can square this away real quick. Yo, Black First, what is up? What is up? What's up? You said July 16th, 1969. Some dates I used to be very good at. And then I just got to the point where I was just like, you know what? It was somewhere in there. I was close. Mahoko said, what is up, Seji? Damn, y'all talked PCS last stream. Yeah. How long was the last stream? I think the last stream was about like 5 hours, I think. So yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And that was just early, and I did not go to sleep yet. Let me see. Black said, wait, I ain't say turtle. I said Tomor. Oh, you want a shot again? How you gonna even get that? That's like a whole different like mutation of wouldn't you need? Firstly, you would have to be from like the Uchiha clan, and then you would have to get like an eye transplant like Kakashi. And it's like I don't even know how that medical ninjutsu even worked because he just had a scar above his eye. And I'm like, so you basically split his skull slightly open in order to I just want to, like I said, I need to know how that transplant even happened between him and Obito during that time, because I'm very much interested. I'm invested. I am invested. Hack said North Korea is best, Korea South. Wait, what? You said North Korea is best Korea. Okay, I got you. Because I was looking at the SH and I was like, wait, SH? I'm like, what is that? Like South Helium? I'm like, and then I realized like you just put that was like my name. I was like, oh man, that lack of sleep, like it just hit you, and it's like brain power shutting down 15%. Timothy said, you want Magneto? I'll take Gambit. Gambit is dope. The problem is you got to be able to control that though, because Gambit's full Omega potential was being pure kinetic energy. Jubilee is just as dangerous. Like she can literally, like the sweat from like her fingers, like that is like, yo, the way that Jubilee, if you look up Jubilee and her powers, how strong she is, it is insane. Jubilee is dangerous. That girl is dangerous. Like she could set off literally mini nukes if she wanted to. Like that girl is deadly. But at this moment in time, she's just setting off fireworks. Like I said, she is deadly. Not even a game. Not a game. Technically, I would actually say I would want the abilities of Juggernaut, but due to the fact that it comes from Sidorak, who's a demon in a different dimension, you need the gem of Sidorak, it would be impossible to even do that. So I'll take Magneto's powers. I'll do that. Or I can go to the further, more overpowered extent and say that I want the powers of Mr. M. Mr. M basically has beyond Omega level mutant powers, reality warp, pretty much anything that you can name, he has the ability to do it. Let me see. Black first said Apollo 11. Yep, yep. Wait, you said I was upstaged by the biggest farce executed. A lot of people were, because I remember reading about it in schools and watching it and fully believing it and being invested into the movies and stuff. Yeah, like I said, Hollywood is a very beautiful place, and I think Red Hot Chili Peppers even went over that. They slightly mentioned that like in the song, I think, along with like a few other people. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We were all lied to. But it's nothing we can do because that lie is going to happen right again. It's gonna be something else. Black said, I did copy no jutsu as a kid performing street basketball moves from a freaking video game. Yeah. You must have played the and one basketball game. If you had that, I was up there with you. I remember I went with my friends to try to go to the and one competition so we could try to win some money. It was like me and three of my friends. We were, going there to see and one and hopefully play and stuff like that. Because I think you could get like a golden ticket or something like that to be on like the tour bus and whatnot. I was like, oh man, that'd be crazy to be able to, to do something like that. I'm like, that'd have been crazy. Like I said, back during those times were beautiful, beautiful times. I can't explain it to people. Like I said, back in those days, you could roll into a mall when they had Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and you saw kids on the top floor of the mall, and everybody was just there playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It was the craziest scene I ever seen in my life. It was like actually being in the Yu-Gi-Oh show, and you're sitting there watching kids play Yu-Gi-Oh while a tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh is actually going on. And I actually entered that tournament. I still have my lanyard somewhere at the house from my very first ever Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I lost because I did get cheated because that dude did sit up there and like they were swapping decks and from somebody else that was like on the side and like I said, man, losers should never basically win and things of that nature. And I did. I think I stayed to watch to see what happened, and I think that dude did lose. So it worked out. Black said, but I was a child back then. This is now as an adult. Lame-o. Black first said, how they forget how to go to the moon. Apollo had the oh man. He said Apollo had to be a farce. They said that they lost the telemetry data. And I'm like, how in the hell is it possible that you lose something that important? And like you're lit, and the funniest thing is the people who work at NASA are literally on record stating that they lost the information on how to go to the moon. That has to be the most incompetent group of people to ever exist on this planet. You're not going to sit up there and tell me that you lost the data for a fake moon landing. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. You're not about to do this. You're not about to do this. But like I said, I guess they got that telemetry. Like I said, you mean to tell me the world's greatest minds can't sit up there and figure out how to, get that down to like the T? I'm like, what is going on? We need some Africans out here. Get the Africans directly over here, along with the Black Americans. Let them work out the telemetry and all the other type of stuff. Give you brand new numbers, fresh numbers. Mahogo said, give me Minato's flying Raijin technique from Naruto. I'll never pay for gas again. Oh, yeah. Well, technically, I say this. You should go for, and I know that everybody hates Baruto. Go for time skip Baruto. He mastered that technique. So it's like you don't got to use like the kunai or anything like that. He can just do it. And I'm like, ooh. Time skip Baruto is cold. That man is cold. He is cold. Timothy said, I will take Darwin's powers. Oh, yeah, I forgot about, yeah, Darwin was dope. That was another one I was trying to think of as well. Darwin is dope. Darwin is technically, he is technically invincible and immortal. We're not talking about the film, but the comic version of Darwin, yes. Even though the plot armor for World War Hulk, they were like, because he was, I guess, going to try to absorb the gamma radiation, and his body was like, yeah, no, we're just going to teleport you out of here to somewhere else. I'm like, you mean to tell me that a person that can adapt to anything, his body was like, yeah, we can't adapt to this? What? If you threw Darwin directly into the sun, he would adapt into something where he would survive being that close to the sun. Like, this is insane. The Hulk is not going to survive being thrown into the sun. He's going to get burnt alive. It don't matter how angry he gets. He is not stronger than a star. Like, it's not happening. Like, certain things are just going to defeat that man. Throw him into a black hole. There's no amount of anger where the Hulk is going to be like, yeah, I'm about to ball up my fist and smash through a dimension through the black hole and cause a wormhole. Is going to send me back in time to the prehistoric era. Like, it's not, it's not happening. It is not happening. C said, yo, give me that Neen power from Hunter x Hunter. I'll make Sharingan and all other powers later. Oh yeah. All the different levels of what's the name of Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, they got some dope stuff in there too. They got some dope stuff. Black first said that cover of protocol bars. Straight bars. Black Lightning said, I forced myself to learn the 9-hand Kuji. I think I said that right. In with zero master. I swear I feel like I might have said that wrong. I blame the tiredness. Timothy said Bar only needs a time skip. No. Look, if the Boruto, when he's time skipped, that man is cold. Man, he reminds me of like a combination of like Naruto, Sasuke, and Itachi. That's basically where we are. He's sort of like a combination of like all three of them, like put in like one body. Like, he's dope. Like that dude is dope. He is not nobody to play with. Like, that dude he is on time. He is on kill time. It's like, oh, you said what? Let me just teleport in front of your face. Say that again. Like, yo, it's, man, he is not a game. This man said Razagun Uziko is OD. Wait, is that the blue is that the blue vortex? I think you talking about the blue vortex, right? I think you're talking about the blue vortex. Black Lightning said, I think Ninja Vampire or Samurai is OP broken. Yeah. Even though, why does that remind me of like an anime? Because as soon as you said that, it automatically put my mind back to like Ninja Scroll and like Rurouni Kenshin, Castlevania type of thing. Black Lightning says, speaking of Ninja and Samurai, you heard of the developing Assassin's Creed? Yeah. Yes, I did. That one should be pretty nifty. And if everything goes correctly, it might be on Game Pass as well. Potentially, possibly, maybe. Not sure. Mahoko said, yep, it's a new technique. Yeah, I figured that's what, that technique is not a game. Even Code is shook. And when Code was introduced, that dude was just, he was in a sense that guy. And then when that time skip happened, he is not that guy. he is not that guy. Not the guy at all. Hack says Shaggy at 10% power is greater than all. I mean, Shaggy not beating Death Note. Bars. Straight bars. Flames. He ain't beating that Death Note though. Let's write Shaggy's name down there. Matter of fact, what is Shaggy's last name? That's a very good question. What are all of the characters of Scooby-Doo like their last name? That'd be a very interesting thing right there. Black Lightning said, not just that, but You got them folks on the internet comment hating that black people because there's a black person on the new Assassin's Creed game. I mean, you didn't have like Assassin's Creed looking light for like the last 10 years. Now you get mad when you start to see like somebody that got like a darker hue? Huh? Huh? Had to start pulling the Dick Gregory. Huh? Huh? You keep talking, man. Like I said, it's crazy. Oh man, shout out to Dick Gregory, rest in peace. That man, elders be funny. That dude, I would never sit up there and like laugh though, because I would probably like he would just grill the shit out of me. But Dick Gregory is funny though. Let me tell you, that dude is funny when he is amped and he is just there. Like that dude is just man, I couldn't help but laugh. Hack said Rogers. Wait, his name? Wait, Shaggy Rogers? What? Who wrote? That is the wackest last name I've ever heard in my life to go with a first name. That is so whack. It sounds like two first names. Like it just sounds weird. Hack said, Caps. Paranoid Patty, what is up? What is up? What is up? You said repopulating the population with invaders. This has happened before in the 1800s. You know what? I wouldn't be too surprised. I would not be too surprised at all. Like I said, there's a lot of things out here. If we got CERN technology, we got Mandela effects, we got all of these, other type of things happening. Hey, anything is possible. Let me tell you, do whatever you want to do. Just do not do some stuff like The Mist. I'm not trying to see that. I am so sorry. I am not going to be there for that. I don't know how I'm going to run or hide for that, but it can't be me. The Mist is nothing good. Once you're caught in that, it's like you are caught in that. That is, the stuff that is in that mist. If you've never seen The Mist, go watch that movie. That is nothing great. You got beasts that are larger than Titans from Attack on Titan. Like, they're looking like what's the name of those beasts? I can't even think of the name of them, but they're on Final Fantasy. And they always throw out ultimates. Somebody might know what I'm talking about. If you ever played Final Fantasy 12 and you play the third disc, they're like the giant turtles. They're what are they called? Adamant something. Somebody y'all know what I'm talking about. We got gamers directly in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's like, I'm not trying to sit up there and fight nothing like that. You got like a giant turtle with long ass legs. It look like the same damn thing off of Titanfall or Apex Legends. It's crazy. We're not doing that. I learned lessons. Leave well enough alone. And I need a lot of other humans out there stop opening up portals that don't need to be opened. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna be staring in the darkness, and someone's gonna be staring right back, and it's gonna snatch you. It ain't nothing good. Nothing good at all. But what we're gonna do, we got a hot 25 people here. We've been going for about almost 2 hours and 50 minutes. Much love, respect, and appreciation to any and all people directly here at this moment in time. Shout out. Let me see what you say. Hex says Stephen King's The Mist fandom. This monster. Yeah, the behemoth. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Nah, bro. Nope. That thing was so tall that it had a whole nother animal ecosystem flying around it. And it had tentacles. No, we're not doing that. No, sir. No, sirree. We are not doing that. That thing was built for water. I can tell you that. Whenever I see something like that, I'm like, if you look at that and you look at a man of war, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because if you got something that tall, that means that they were made for water. They weren't even made for land. And those tentacles are used to more than likely feed. Right? Now the other birds were just flying around there because maybe they were just like scavenging. I'm sorry, those weren't even birds. I don't know what the hell those things were, but they were just flying around there because they were more than likely just scavenging, and they probably used that to land on and whatnot or whatever. Like I said, that no, 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 no. I'm not about that life. Mm. C said that RH bloodline will soon end. That's why they push for mixing the race. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. You got that ancient bloodline tech directly out there. Ancient. Would not be too surprised. But much love, respect, and appreciation to any and everybody that is clearly here at this moment in time. If you are new, it'll be very great if you would subscribe to the Seiji Hito channel, and also to the Seiji Zone as well. And the link for that can be found directly underneath the live stream as well. If you would like to support the platform, you can do that by way of the links that you see directly below the video, Patreon, the Cash App, PayPal. Shout out to all my Patreons directly out there. Shout out to anybody who has recently donated directly to the channel as well. Much love, respect, and appreciation. And again, like I told you guys before, love you guys a lot, respect you guys a lot, value you guys a lot. Stay safe, directly out there. Always keep your head directly on a swivel. Stay safe. And just have a good day or a good week or whatnot or whatever. C said, have you seen the TV show from I didn't want to be in that town at all? No, I don't think I ever, yeah, I never heard of that. That's a long ass title. That sounds like a Japanese type of thing, really. Because usually the like Japanese like animes will end up inevitably having, like a long title like that. So, I ain't never seen it, but I'll look it up though. I will sit up there and look it up. And then I gotta remind myself the next stream for stream number 46, I gotta go over the stuff that Pink sent. Because I know she sent some stuff before for me to show off to you guys on like the live stream and whatnot. So I gotta remember that. But yeah, this time I know I'm about to get off so I can actually go get some sleep because a brother is tired directly out here. Again, shout out to a lot of new people watching, coming through. Shout out to the comments y'all leaving, and and everything in that nature. I'm trying to really rattle some things off when my brain is shutting down, but I can't. So I will see you guys in the next live stream. Peace out.